added.
Huh?
I have added a thing
You have added a thing.
to the mayhem section.
All right. Should I look or should I be surprised by what's there?
You can feel free to be surprised if you would like to. It is the most. It is a minor complaint, but also not a minor complaint.
All right. Well, we're gonna find. We're gonna find out when everybody else does. Close to the end of this week's episode of Tech Talk Thursdays. Thank you everybody for tuning in. It is October 2nd, 2025. Happy Black History Month in the UK.
Bam, 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 bam.
But we're gonna take it over here too. Part 2.
365 black.
That's right.
365 black. That's right.
I'm one of your hosts, Marcus Major Atlantic Summers. Of course, I'm joined this week and every week. Ooh. By Kev. It's your boy Kev in the building.
What's good, everybody? You almost didn't see me today. I had to fight with some settings, but we here. Can't stop, won't stop.
I mean, we saw you. You just weren't moving.
Yeah, I would have been looked like I would have been perceived, and I was like, but I want to be perceived. Look at his background. Look at Wakanda. See me.
And of course, we're joined by the Sunflower Sovereign themselves, the peak of fitness, sipping the tea or what have you. Sinziak is in the building.
This is in fact tea, by the way.
Oh,
Happy Thursday, the second day of October.
there was a question I wanted to ask you, but I forgot what it was.
Congratulations on surviving bills.
I mean, sure, maybe. The joint was tapped out today. But I will at least say that for right now at least, the AC is still working. After yet another scare last week. It's rough. It's rough. Like, it was $1,800 and it's like, you mean to tell me it's still broken?
No, you were like, if you don't get your ass
Oh boy.
back here.
I'm out here paying too much money for y'all not to do it right the first time.
That's right. I know that's right.
Luckily, I don't think it was their fault. I honestly think the AC is just doing a thing. It was having a moment.
That was the point. I paid $1,800 for it to not have a moment.
I mean,
I needed to come correct.
and it did for like 2-3 days, and it was like, yeah, look, I need to go on break. It's time for a break.
I'm with Merge on that. Never take fault. It's all their fault.
Hey, look, it came with It came with 5 years, and all of those. I was using it properly.
Yeah.
I've got records. As much as, you know, I have a love-hate relationship with things talking to other things, you know, because of Internet of Things.
Mm-hmm.
My alarm system can tell when I have changed temperature settings. So it's like, look, there is data to back up. I did not fuck with this thing.
Exactly. And so somebody got to figure this out. All right, it ain't you.
I mentioned when I was talking about it Friday online, I said, you know, it sucks when you know how things work to a degree, because then you second guess yourself. Like, is it actually broken or am I over analyzing the situation? And you delay getting help until it's too late because you're still like, I don't know, maybe it's me. Maybe it's not broke, but it looks like it's broke, but not really. Stop. No, I just kept going into this closet over here where the unit is, and just like looking at the panel that they replaced. Like, yep, all the lights are doing the things they're supposed to be doing, so it's not broken, or at least I don't think so. I don't know where that block of ice was that dude found the last time, and I do not feel like, you know, tearing things apart to find it. But yeah, that was not the end of my troubles this past weekend. We'll get into that in just a little bit with this week's tech and gaming stories, including you can get ad-free Facebook and Instagram, but only if you're willing to move across the pond. Costco said, no, we are not. If we will not increase the price of a hot dog, we will not sell an increased cost Xbox Series X. And Mr. Beast is lighting houses on fire with people in them. And what the fuck are we doing on YouTube? That and so much more on this week's episode of Tech Talk Thursdays. Starting with the one story Facebook apparently does not want you to hear from me personally.
Pacific Oceanly.
Specifically me. Meta announced paid subscriptions for both Instagram and Facebook in the UK. No ad, and this is from Engadget. A no ad subscription will apply to any Facebook and Instagram account added to a Meta account center, which is what Meta uses to let its users connect various Meta logins on its different platforms. Any additional account listed in a user's account center will automatically gain their own subscription for an extra £2 or $3 a month on the web, or £3 $4 a month for iOS and Android. Anyone who chooses to decline Meta's offer will continue to see ads on its free platforms as normal and can still use ad preferences to choose which ads they will prefer to see more or less of. And Ruin, no, the Zuck and I are not friends, never have been friends, and I do not think we will ever be friends. Because just mere seconds after posting this to Facebook, my whole Facebook account got banned.
Yep.
Not just Major Linux, but Marcus Summers, the person, could not get access to Facebook for about 3 to 4 days. But Facebook would still send me notifications say, hey, you got a notification. You should check it out. And I'm like, all right, cool, Facebook, I will. And they were like, oh, no, sorry, you're banned. But then why tell me I got notifications? Facebook, what we doing?
I think they just wanted to rub it in your face.
I really think they did. What made it bad today was I was on my phone after I since got reinstated, and they're like, "Hey, your reach is down 99%." No.
Like, I'm banned. Hello.
And even as of this moment right now, the Major Linux Facebook page is still banned. Because of this story. Like, before I was able to get back to Facebook, I didn't know what caused it, but yesterday when they finally let me back in, I was able to confirm it was this story that got me banned, because they're saying that I violated some cybersecurity rule. And you know what? I ain't shy. I'll share it to you right now. So is it in my history? No, that's not it. That's just telling me what I lost access to. Yes, so we suspended your page because some of the activity on it may not follow our rules. This goes against our community standards on cybersecurity. We don't allow people to try to gather sensitive information from others. Examples of things we don't allow: trying to get access to someone's account or data with or without permission, encouraging someone to give away their password or usernames, using phishing tactics to get someone's login information. And again, it'll show me. Okay, so not here. I'm trying to figure out where it'll show me what the is it here? Because you see, they hide this shit really good. Yeah, so now it won't show me what it was that caused the suspension to go into place. I just want to see what the post was. There you go. We removed your photo. So yeah, as you can see here, here's the post that was created. The photo may try to gather sensitive information from others. Here's the little quip I added. So can we get this? Can we get that across the pond or no? Meta announces paid subscriptions for both Instagram and Facebook in the UK. So it is literally this Engadget article. Uh-oh. We have lost Kev. Yes, Merge, the photo.
Imagine suspending somebody while looking at the moderation and being like, this is a cybersecurity issue. And the cybersecurity issue being, hey, we have an ad out in another country and you weren't supposed to see that, I guess.
The thing is, it's not an ad. It was just an Instagram post saying, hey, this is an offering we have in another country.
Do you see what I mean? Like, I got banned from Facebook for reposting a commercial by Facebook on their platform.
Keep in mind, I've posted this twice on Threads.
You want to know what we were Kevin and I.
Hi, Kev. Welcome
back. Kevin and I were joking before the show. We thought it would be something that you got suspended for, like being like Intifada forever, or like something about the Samud flotilla, or something like this. No. None of that stuff. It was reposting a thing that Facebook posted on their Instagram account via Engadget. The ghetto. A mess.
You're gathering info that people are potentially not in this country.
I would have written back. Aren't you? Regularly?
I'm just getting the calls coming from inside the house, baby. I don't know what else.
The call is coming from inside the house and it's not long distance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and again, like I saw, like when I saw the ban come through, I went and checked Buffer. So for those who don't know, I use Buffer to schedule these posts. I just want to
say it is truly just giving just sad horns. It's
mm-hmm.
Yeah, for those who don't know, I use Buffer to schedule these posts on various social media. So that way I don't inundate people with a whole bunch of articles, especially when I'm going through my RSS feed during the day. Especially when that happens, like when I'm at work and I come home in the evening and it's like, yeah, I'm going through like 200 articles. It could be a heavy news day. So it's like, there's no need to posting like 50 articles in the span of 30 minutes. Like that's just no. So I use Buffer to spread the shit out. When I got the email that said I was banned, I immediately went to Buffer to see what had just been posted. Since I wasn't on Facebook at the time when I got banned. So how do I get banned and I'm not even on? Like that's like Craig losing his job on his day off. How the fuck I get banned? I'm not even there. Only to find out.
Why am I like not major giving? Why am I in it?
You see how they put me in it?
Only to find out that, yeah, it had happened like mere seconds after this article had been posted to my Facebook page. It's like, this can't be it. Only to get a confirmation yesterday that, no, it was definitely that article. And now I can't post anything to that page. I'm back. I can post shit all I want, but I can't post articles on that page anymore.
Still kind of
can't use the page.
I'm so sorry. Still kind of a cybersecurity issue.
Yeah, ruin it. It was not a human. Absolutely, it was not a human.
Do you think it was Claude?
Nah, it was Llama. And as you can see, like they've done it to multiple posts on that account. Like now they're just saying we can't show the post, but this has happened to multiple posts that I have shared on the Facebook account. While they're saying it's spam on these, this is the first time it got flagged for cybersecurity, and I'm like, what are we even doing? And again, have not talked to a human at all. There have been plenty of stories that humans go through a lot of this moderation. So the fact that there hasn't been any type of human intervention for this kind of is weird. Nah, like, yeah, definitely fuck Facebook. Like, I've not had kind of things say about Facebook on their fucking platforms. Like, yeah, fuck that. No, this information is not helpful.
I just want to point this out, right? The first 3 days of this month were Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So the fact that we just came into WTF as the month starts is probably a prime sign for how a fair bit of it is going to go.
Yeah, like Kev said, like it could have been any number of things I said. It was only speculation until October 1st. When I found out it was some fuck shit.
Yep.
But no, a photo.
The way I'm shaking my head.
And more meta news. Meta won't allow users to opt out of targeted ads based on their AI chats. This is coming from Ars Technica. Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp users may want to be extra careful while using Meta AI, as Meta has announced that it will soon be using AI interactions to personalize content and ad recommendations without giving users a way to opt out. Meta plans to notify users on October 7th. That's a day.
That's a day.
That their AI interactions will influence recommendations beginning on December 16th. However, it may not be immediately obvious to all users that their AI interactions will be used in this way.
And if it is not clear, that means they didn't tell you. So they're just like, just know we're going to lie to you about this.
The company's blog noted that the initial notification users will see only says, learn how Meta will use your information in new ways to personalize your experience. And I love how there's like, they personalize your experience. Like, no, it's not personalizing your experience in so much like, oh, it's gonna put things in ways, it's gonna surface information that you want. No, it's like ads.
Yep.
Users will have to click to understand that the changes specifically apply to Meta AI, with the second screen explaining, we'll start using your interactions with AIs to personalize your experience. Versus tell us your darkest secret so we can sell you your fear. That is a dark pattern.
Even Black Mirror, I fear.
Yeah, just don't you. Also, it's sad, like there are some people I've been seeing on Facebook who apparently, you know, progressive in a way, but like there's somebody who was on there who was posting AI, like an AI photo shoot, like a horror AI photo shoot. Like them posing in various seductive ways, almost like I guess like the sexy bimbos of horror films, like just doing innocuous things with the killer behind them.
Oh yeah, Ghostface in the background.
Yeah,
or like yeah.
And I've
seen a couple of my mutuals do that, and I'm like,
no,
okay,
no, stop that.
But see, that's what I'm saying. On Facebook, it's very playful. AI is very playful. I can't tell you how many AI like cookout flyers I have seen that are like, oh, this is clearly AI, even to the point where it's yellow. Like,
so y'all remember when we were talking about a handful of years at this point in our podcast history?
Yes.
What's up, Sphinx? Remember when we were talking about how the proclivity that people have to meme about everything without any sense of like either boundaries or context or just like propriety about which things they do or don't. I feel like this falls into that category. Like, hi everybody. But the thing that we're trying to tell you is that AI is bad for everything and everyone in several ways that have documentation to it. Bad for the environment, bad for the planet, bad for your cognitive abilities in general, right? All the way across the board, because you got technofascists that are funding and fueling the whole thing. When we tell you that, that's not the time to take it and go, but what if we use the tool for memery? This isn't Pit Crew. This is not Pit Crew. Don't know.
You're using it in mundane ways is contributing to
normalizing it among other things.
Normalizing it. Because like I say, when you make, oh, this is a cute thing, and this, oh, again, it's cute. It's like cute pictures with the killer. It's AI Barbie. It's AI like flyers. It's AI logos, and you're basically utilizing it for your own detriment, to the point where people who are like, I can tell, and yet go, I can tell, but I've seen how many like people reacting to sounds that are literally AI sounds. Those are AI sounds.
It was kind of like, I can tell the difference between y'all were in a chokehold for damn near a year and a half over whether a dress was white and gold or blue and black. Don't.
Yep.
Don't.
Indeed,
do not.
We're literally having back and forths and up and down over the color of a dress.
Side to side even.
Mm-hmm.
People were ready to tussle at we out here ready to tussle at the Cheesecake Factory.
Mm-hmm. And yet you could tell. And I'm telling you, it's AI. This is AI. This is AI. And they're like,
the item has a made by AI tag on it, and you're still like, nuh-uh. You know, like, okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, just don't. Mm-hmm. Just don't.
AI.
Just don't.
Not even once.
Just don't.
You know what? Yes. AI. Not even once.
Again, this is where I split off and say, hey, pre-2022 AI, go for it. But anything after that, advent of ChatGPT, nah, leave that alone.
Mm-hmm.
Do not generate content, analyze content.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we could be using these things to do so many wonderful things. Not to post sexy lingerie photos with Pennywise in the background.
The most I've seen has always been like Ghostface.
No, this one had the whole photo shoot. The rogues gallery of
They did
spookery.
it multiple times. They did it multiple times.
Yeah, it was like a whole ass album.
Yeah.
I'd show it, but then that would be me also potentially doxing the person.
Yeah, no, we get the point.
Yeah.
We understand.
Even though I will say that I don't know, maybe I just haven't seen this person in a long time. Granted, I could see her face, I could see her Facebook profile picture. The AI woman did not look like her. I was like, she don't even look like you. Like, what are we doing?
It's like just enough of the features to be like, I can see it, but then also like, no. Like, no, but yeah.
Last week, an app came out. Speaking of AI, an app came out that said, "Hey, you could sell us your call data and allow us to train AI on it, and we'll give you money." And then, there was a leak in that app, and the app went away, and we thought that was the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
We were wrong.
Of course it wasn't.
The Neon app to sell your audio call says it will return after massive security breach. This is from 9 to 5 Mac. The app shot up the App Store ratings after promising to pay users hundreds or even thousands of dollars per year for allowing the audio conversations to be used to train AI chatbots. And I'm going to go through the whole thing here because, again, we missed covering this last week. Neon made headlines last week when it became the second most popular social app in the App Store. It also became the 6th most popular app overall. It claims to only record your side of the call unless both parties are using the app, but it's not entirely clear how true this is. One cybersecurity expert and privacy attorney suggests that the company may in fact record both sides of the call and then remove the other party's words from the final transcript. As if the app wasn't already a privacy nightmare, it was quickly found to have a truly incredible security vulnerability. Neon is going offline, at least for now, after a security flaw allowed anyone to access the phone numbers, call recordings, and transcripts of any other user. To make matters worse, TechCrunch also revealed that based on the transcripts and call recordings it assessed, some users were trying to game the app and maximize their payouts by secretly recording real-world conversations of people who didn't know they were being recorded. That news came out the same day it was written that, hey, there is this app. So it's not like people were writing that, hey, this app exists and it's also leaked. It was like, hey, this app exists. And then hours later, hey, somebody hacked this app.
Damn.
Sphinx says some folks think being willfully ignorant and loudly apathetic is cool. Yeah, that's why we're in the situation we're in now. But then those are the same people who will loudly scream, but Trump.
But Trump is not a political strategy, but it'd be like that.
I mean, to be fair, that's what the Democrats campaigned on.
Again, I hear you. That's what I'm saying. It's like weird. It's like a weird thing to say, like, hey guys, I'm not Thanos, but at least I'm not Loki. Am I right? Am I right? Come on now. Eagle is bad. Just as bad. It's like,
Versus all I want AI to do is to immediately block and delete any messages that offering a loan of any kind. Yes. I will say that though. I will say that, look, the features that came in iOS 26 for the 15 Pro and 16 series and 17 series of phones, chef's kiss. To be able to just go through and see like, yeah, no, just push this off to the side.
mm-hmm.
Just brush it off to the side.
Clear, keeps everything clear. Now they'll say like, hey, do you want to look at these and make sure you're cool? No? Okay, they stay they stay where they are.
Just push it off to the side. Thank you.
But just to the side. I might want to look at it later, but I don't want to look at it now. Push it over to the side.
So yeah, Neon is coming back. I guess they've gotten it all buttoned up, ready to go. But also, can we just talk about the fact that apparently people were gaming the system in such a way? Like, I'm just going to record a conversation and just play it back.
Mm-hmm.
We are so fucked economically.
Yeah, we are.
That not only are we selling our voices in phone calls,
mm-hmm.
we're just recording conversations without the other person's consent and selling that.
So what I'm hearing is that as a country, we've gone from selling bathwater to voicemail.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of
I mean, among other things that we'll get into later, but yeah. I'm sorry, Kevin, I cut you off.
This is like us selling blood.
But not just yours.
Yeah. But somebody else. It's like it's like I'm gonna go sell my blood and I'm gonna sell my homie's blood with me. Come on.
This is waking up in a bathtub missing a kidney levels of shenanigans.
No, this is like me shaking Kevin's hand while wearing a pair of gloves and then selling Kevin's fingerprints.
Yeah.
Versus they literally could have used AI for that and not recorded real people.
Mm-hmm.
That part.
Mm-hmm.
Literally could have used Notebook LM, created a podcast, and just recorded that shit.
Yeah.
But like, wasn't there like a thing about an AI that presented information to people in podcast form?
That's the thing I was referring to.
Is that what Notebook is? Is that Notebook the thing that does that?
Yes. I'm gonna get a little ahead of myself. So of course we're gonna talk about the Game Pass stuff. But I was in a conversation with some folks on Discord yesterday, and we were talking about Satya Nadella and how he uses AI for a whole bunch of shit. And it reminded me, like, speaking about Notebook LM, reminded me that he does the reverse. He takes the transcript of a podcast, uploads that to Copilot, and it inserts himself into the podcast by asking Copilot questions and having Copilot answer him back with the information that he uploaded to Copilot from the podcast instead of listening to the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
My man does a reverse Notebook LM. So what if this podcast was research papers?
I mean, that would make sense.
Not turn my research into a podcast.
Yeah. What if it was like somebody took some Spice play term paper, and then it was plagiarized, and then they said, you know what? Or they just made something up and be like, so in this term paper, I'm going to talk about, and then like completely a whole bunch of bad information off the cuff.
But I mean, so I'm only mentioning it because it just, okay, that's just weird behavior. Not that there's something inherently bad about it, because it's that whole thing of, hey, take this data and analyze it. Let me ask you a question based off of the information I gave you. Again, it's what I do for work. I will take a whole bunch of logs from a server and say, hey, what happened at this time and what's the output? Like, when did the server break? What errors did you see? Or what errors are shown in these logs? That way I'm not scrolling through lines and lines and lines and lines and lines of data. Especially because Elastic does not work the way my company wishes it did. And Copilot, for better or worse, does a decent job. But yeah, I mean, yeah, so like, I guess like, yeah, for me, it's weird behavior, but it's not like he's creating new content. It's not like he's generating anything new from it. It's just like, hey, here's this information. I'm asking you questions about it. It just seems weird. Also, if he's using AI like that, what is he also using AI for? Did he consult AI to say, hey, is now a good time to raise Game Pass prices? But we'll get into that a little bit later. But back to this here. Stop it. It is not, it can't be this fucking bad. Where you were selling you were selling your voice data. I was hoping that when shout out to Call who's in chat. When I posted this article and he posted the hack, I was like, okay, good, we're done with this. We don't have to talk about this ever again. And then lo and behold, to my surprise, today it was back in the news. I was like, fuck. This is a dark fucking timeline, man.
Yeah, it is.
Can somebody explain to me how one white man can sit there and affect change so much, but literally 60,000 martyred Palestinians could not?
Free speech.
I guess. Excuse me. Disney reportedly lost 1.7 million subscribers in the week after suspending Jimmy Kimmel. The planned Disney Plus price hike may have sped the company's choice to return the talk show to air.
Yep.
Yeah, because that was a 1-2 punch.
Yeah, it was. It was like free speech concerns and making people spend more money. Fuck out of here. Like.
And then based on what we'll be talking about later, Microsoft went, hold my beer.
Yep.
This is from Engadget. Reporter Marissa Kabas, founder of The Handbasket, posted on Blue Sky today that more than 1.7 million subscribers canceled their paid Disney streaming plans between September 7th and September 23rd. The total allegedly includes subscriptions to Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN. The fall reportedly marked a 436% increase over the usual churn rate for the service. Engadget also has reached out to Disney Plus for comment on the claim. Disney also chose to increase subscription rates or subscription prices last week, which could prolong the wave of cancellations. Excuse me. Composite source also claimed that Disney sped the return of the late night show because it had planned to announce the price hike last Tuesday. Yeah, in case you lived under a rock, apparently given a comment that Jimmy Kimmel had made on his show with regards to the alleged shooter in the incident that happened in Utah. The Trump administration, specifically the FCC chair Brendan Carr, had made a thinly veiled threat at ABC about the comments of Mr. Kimmel, which prompted Nexstar and Sinclair to license holders of ABC content, of ABC stations or whatever. I don't know how this shit fucking works.
Like franchisees.
Yeah, okay, 2 franchisees, for lack of a better term, pulled Jimmy Kimmel programming off of their stations, which then prompted Disney to suspend Jimmy Kimmel, which a lot of people kept saying was a firing. I said, no, words matter here.
It does.
This is a suspension. You have not heard anybody say firing. Which, again, not me sitting there keeping the flame alive for Jimmy Kimmel, because I do not give a fuck.
We don't. Never liked him since Man Show, and when he did blackface. Fuck out.
But like, again, objectively, words matter. He was not fired. And then I was proven correct, because again, they reinstated him like a few days later when Disney realized that they were hemorrhaging subscribers. Like, even Disney adults were like, yeah, fuck that. Oh, you mean the connection terminated? Yep. I don't know what you're talking about. Look, I know shit happened. People were talking about it. Jimmy Kimmel got suspended for it. That's all I'm at liberty to say. And of course, like with Brendan Carr coming back and saying, like, look, I didn't threaten anybody to do anything.
You know what the funny thing about that is, and it probably really hadn't clocked to you. He got rug pulled the same way you got rug pulled, because he wasn't saying anything against it. He basically just said, hey, this thing happened, and this thing happened, and the president was not too broken about it. Here's a clip.
I mean, I saw some parallels, but not in the same way. I mean, with the way shit got taken down, but also like, I'm not backpedaling. Like, no.
You didn't backpedal.
Instagram and Facebook are being offered ad free in the UK. Let's talk about it.
Right. You basically just said, look, this happened.
And I will show you. I will show you how I got banned for apparently showing a picture. I don't show up teary-eyed saying, like, you know, free speech is the thing that we hold our hat on. And I didn't mean to. No, dog. Like, dude, like, really, if you're gonna be really serious about this, stand fucking 10 toes down. Like, call the shit for what it is. And do that. Don't, bro. No. When I saw that video, when I saw that video on fucking Democracy Now, when the night after he came back, I said, yeah, this man's just fucking buns, bro. Like, at least Stephen Colbert is having the most fun with it.
Yeah.
So that's right. I'm gonna be canceled in about a year. So fuck it.
Yeah. He said that as he was holding his Emmy. As he was holding his Emmy that he won.
And then couldn't celebrate it because it got fucking banned.
It was legit the Questlove moment. It was the Questlove moment. he had his Questlove moment because he couldn't. It was yay, yay! I'm celebrating this thing that gave to me after Will Smith slapped Chris Rock across the face. Damn. Well, yeah, that happened. So it's a Questlove moment. It's literally, I can't, I have to literally try to find celebration in the moment in which I had after a moment of absolute shenanigans happened. How am I going to be able to celebrate after keep my wife's name out my mouth? How am I going to be able to do that? And then you see what, freaking John Oliver couldn't even huh? What you mean he got fired? When? When? Today? When he was holding his Emmy. So it was what do you mean? It's what do you mean? And then he's yeah. But you know what? Bump it. I work for HBO. I don't care.
Yeah, that shit was fun. I did watch the John Oliver shit. It was yeah, we joked about Kibble getting fired. And now he's legit fired. Shit. You know what? That guy who said that speech, yeah, he's not allowed to speak for us anymore.
Doesn't speak for us anymore, yeah.
This motherfucker out here just canceling people in real time.
Yeah.
He is the literal embodiment of Death Note.
And then did the Landry quote. And I'm like, how you quote a black lady and be so colonizery about it. And it was wild, and I laughed because I was yeah, I was there when she said it. I was there when she said it. Beautiful bikini when she said it. Mm-hmm. Beautiful gowns. But yeah, I truly hate that the fact that this man is considered to be the advocate of free speech.
Yeah, it really fucking sucks, man.
When I have seen this man dress up as in blackface, Charles Barkley no less, and it's when I say him and Adam are not welcomed in this house. There will be no warm comfort for him. Absolutely not.
It's weird that he's the advocate for free speech in this moment. When Mahmoud Khalil, Romeza Ozturk, and so many others at the beginning of the Trump administration were literally captured by ICE on trumped up shit.
Mm-hmm. Literally trumped up.
No pun intended. No pun intended. Or maybe.
No, there was no pun. I really didn't think about that. For daring to speak out about a fucking genocide.
Mm-hmm. For just being hey, that's not cool, baby. That's.
But Jimmy Kimmel is what is what the liberal is who the liberals are holding up. He stands for all of us. Him and Stephen Colbert, the most persecuted men in all of Trump's nastiness.
I'm sorry, I just don't feel.
When you got fucking labor leaders getting locked up.
Mm-hmm. I just don't believe that rich white man who have more money than God will not survive this in some way. And I'm just start a podcast network.
They technically do have a podcast.
There you go.
They realize it's the late night Force 5 or some bullshit.
Yeah, it's do them ad reads. It's okay. You good. Fund other voices under this network. Do something.
Speak says folks just like their entertainment and they don't want that disrupted for any reason. Yes, because the moment they have to interact with objective reality in any form or fashion, it's just so painful. So painful.
I don't know, but I don't like that. I gotta talk to people out there.
You mean to tell me that, the country that I'm trying to get back actually, destabilize other countries, the things that the countries we demonize, they're only bad because of us? And I'm out here waving my American flag to support it? Nah, that's not what Kimmel told me last night. You mean to tell me China isn't as bad as it is? Because I seen them with Chairman Mao pictures on the top of this building, while we literally have a stolen mountain, or a mountain we stole from Native Americans, with the faces of 4 white men on it, carved into it. You can take down a picture, but unless you destroy the fucking mountain, you can't make those faces go away. And that's someone said, well, it's different. This different. No, it's not.
I was like, for a split second, I thought you was talking about Stone Mountain, and I was like, okay.
I to be fair, I keep forgetting about Stone Mountain, where they tried it, gave up, and then tried it again.
Stone Mountain was like literally a whole mountain that didn't need Confederate bros on it, and they were like,
but what if we did that?
But what if we just slap Robert E. Lee on a little bit? Not, we can't do a big one, but maybe we could do a little, maybe a little something to the side.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Stone Mountain exists.
That's why I was like, I looked at you and I was like, Stone Mountain? Stone Mountain? No. Okay.
I mean, we can throw that in there too. We can throw Stone Mountain up in that motherfucker too. So, y'all keep idolizing all these white men, but sure love to point out that Chairman Mao photo in Tiananmen Square. I mean,
it's like, you kind of kicked this whole thing off, I fear.
like, yo, we've been doing that a lot longer. Y'all keep talking about the Nazis, but I don't know. We didn't want to fight them. Also, they didn't steal, they borrowed the playbook from us.
It's kind of like the equivalent. It's always of the equivalent of like, yo, I don't like that German mouse. I don't like this German Mao thing. But let's have this big giant thing with Lincoln sitting in it, chilling. But never just a picture.
But those are founded. Some people argue that Chairman Mao was the founder of modern China. What are we saying?
What are we saying? Hello? Come on, make it make sense. It was that whole breakdown. I love that. There's one thing that I love is that there's this black lady who's talking about, and it pops up every February. I think like the 2nd, because it's like Groundhog Day. And it's like, if you had told me, if there was anybody from any impoverished nation that got full on dressed, talking about people's customs and traditions, but we sit up here and look at, and we judge the weather by the shadow patterns of a groundhog, and we see well-dressed men in suits and top hats, talking and cravats, talking about
I don't even know what a cravat is.
Talking about whether or not we're gonna get 6 weeks of winter, because where a groundhog comes out, you would say it was all types of witchcraft, Santeria, voodoo, Obera, everything that you would say, and yet here we are. A first world country looking at the patterns of a muskrat. Come on, I'm sorry, of a rodent. Come on, baby. And that woman, and you can see the white ladies just cackling a kiki because they know. Because they know. Because they can know. And that's all I got to say about it.
Yeah. So I mean, but you see that different though.
But that's different.
Sphinx.
Though. See that's our thing. That's what we do.
That's what we do.
That's our hot shit.
Oh my god! Like, America is such a fucking unserious country. Like, what are we doing? What the fuck are we doing?
It is the way we would still be a whole ass Commonwealth if we actually if the founding fathers actually had like seats in Parliament. How we would still be like, we still have like King Charles chilling. We'd be like, order, all that. Division, clear the lobby. No, we'd have all that, but we don't, because it was all because they didn't want to give us Parliament and gave us all these weird taxes, and all this kind of stuff.
And wouldn't allow us to expand slavery.
Right, and then the president, like say, a president defended the men who shot the people. Hello? That's what I'm telling you. I watched that John Adams HBO special, the miniseries. I saw that. I was like, a word? I seen the White House being built. Who built it?
I came over on the boat. We built this country ourselves. Oh, really? Which boat you come on? I tell you, some people did come over on a boat and build this country, but it wasn't the boat you was on.
Were you laying down at the time? No.
Somebody laying on top of you. You laying on top of somebody else.
Thank you. Get your
potentially ass to mouth. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, just think about this whole Jimmy Kimmel shit. Like, dude, come out fucking crying. Like, I didn't mean it. You didn't say anything.
You didn't say anything. That was the point. You didn't say anything of note. That was the whole point. That was the whole point, James.
Like, you said the truth, and they were like, "Oh, we don't like that."
You said what had happened, and you got popped for that. But that's not how it's supposed to work. Of course, James. That's not how it's supposed to work.
Yeah, freedom of speech. Freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech. Like, I really hope the liberals got I really hope those white liberals got what they wanted out of that, because
they often do, Major.
Like
they often do.
Like, again, it's just like, you came back crying saying you did not make fun of anybody.
No.
You pointed out an objective fact that was literally happening.
Right. That we have seen multiple videos and multiple angles.
Well, no, I'm not talking about the shooting itself. I'm not talking about the shooting itself. I'm talking about the everybody scrambling to figure out who to ID the motherfucker, and like what political leanings he had. I remember seeing something, I forgot what it was I was watching, and they were highlighting, like, not even like 3 or 4 years ago, people like CNN refused to even, like, it was Anderson Cooper refusing to ID a shooter.
Right.
It's
right,
like, we know the name, but I'm not going to say it because it's what they want.
Because
they
want that.
3 to 4 years later, oh, this is his name, his government, this is his 5 best friends, this is his password to his Xbox Live account. We know his Discord 2-factor authentication code.
And then it don't even be the right one. They had, but anyway, getting ahead of myself.
Tico says the worst part about this is that Jimmy Fallon, who was also on 47's Crosshair, said he was going to avoid getting political or something in response.
So, just like as a general thing, right? As a general thing, there is this very long rant that I am not going to give y'all today. We will save that for a different episode. Because I'm trying not to eat up on our time. Have you not seen the rest of our show notes?
Are we good?
No, we're
So
not. Keep going.
it's like the general frustration that I have of being like, y'all want so badly to be like, I'm not going to be political about things. You want so badly to say that, and then you turn around and you quote Martin Luther King in Star Wars and Marvel. Like, here is where I would like your help. I'm a person who wears glasses, so I don't see especially well, clearly, right? A question. Did this whole thing not start with some outside marginalized group or whatever that y'all thought people wouldn't necessarily care about disappearing into the night, like trans people, and y'all were just like, I think y'all are being alarmist, pointing out how much this is trying to ride hard for these people for no reason, and then they started targeting Latino people and being like, these people are illegal, they deserve whatever's happening or whatever, and y'all thought that was fine. And then they are currently in the middle of targeting black people, mostly as retaliation, but because that was probably the goal in the first place. But in the middle of all of that, weren't some of the paper Pantone people also getting yoked up at the border coming back from summer vacation or Coachella or like Mexico, Hawaii, or wherever else they decided to go, where some of the indigenous people who lived there told y'all not to be in the first place? Aren't y'all getting snatched up too at the Home Depot at like 6 a.m? Did you not see what happened in Utah? Are we not paying attention to what happened in Portland? Because I'm pretty sure there isn't a significant African American or Latino population in Portland. Whether or not you want to be political, political is about to get you.
Yep. Talking about if you don't do
And
politics,
and is currently, in case we forgot, hey, y'all decided to dismantle DEI, which was mostly beneficial to white women.
like white women with the E in this equation.
Or getting rid of social safety nets, which are heavily beneficial to white populations.
Because y'all keep saying I'm not gonna get political or keep your head down, like they aren't coming for you. They're not coming for people. Pay attention to this part. I want you to listen to this with both of your listening ears, and I want you to put on your thinking cap when I say this, right? They're not coming for you because of something that you said. They're also coming for you about things that you don't say. If you are not out here openly professing some deep level of loyalty to this fuck-ass kangaroo government or whatever that we got going on over here, they're coming for you. They got your name on the list.
And you
in red ink. They don't even have to know your name. You never have to mention them. They will find you. Did we or did we not forget that only this week they were just like, hey, secret meeting with all the generals and all this stuff everywhere for no particular reason?
Oh, it wasn't even secret. That's a sad thing.
It couldn't be secret. It couldn't be secret. They had to fly in.
Oh no, like, not that part. I'm just saying, like, that shit was fucking live streamed.
Yeah, it was like yeah.
Like, it's just like one of these things of being like, y'all keep acting like if they don't see Takal, you see me and I see you. It's one of those things of like, y'all keep acting like if you avoid the radar, they're not coming for you. All you are buying yourself at that point is nanoseconds, because they're looking at every person who isn't out here cheering for these people. So here's the thing that we need to ask these people who are not political. How comfortable do you feel with having a swastika tattoo to your arm?
Yep.
Because the things that you need to do to avoid negative attention are only going to get more extreme. So, how far down that road are you going? How many steps are you taking? Because I need y'all to know, when we say that the paler paint colors, right? The paper palms are not safe. Government officials who are that same color but did not swear loyalty to these men had people walk up and shoot the wife, the husband, and their dog.
Oh, but you wouldn't know that because they didn't have like a state funeral for that person.
Yep.
Like it's one of those, and you think for some reason you're safer than these people because like these people are supposed to have people who watch out for them and make sure that that stuff doesn't happen to them. You are late night TV.
Right.
The seats, I have several of them in different varieties. Pick any one of them to be in.
Yep.
And people need to shut the fuck up. Grown folks are working.
Well, I mean, it's like one of these things of part of it is the energy that Major has, but part of it is it is just the continued desperate attempt to be like, if I don't say the wrong thing, if I don't say the wrong thing, if I don't hang out with the wrong people, if I don't go to the wrong places or at the wrong times, all of this is just going to miss me. And all it is a shrinking circle in Fortnite or Apex Legends or whatever battle royale of your choice. It's coming for everybody.
Right.
It's coming for everybody, and you are not safe, because if you are not the person in charge of everything, you will not be the person left at the end. They've already made it clear they're coming for everybody. There is not one single person in any of the quote-unquote safer groups that they haven't touched. The hate is for everybody. I want y'all to know that a person that I'm not going to mention this person's name, but we know who I'm talking about. This person got straight up shot in the neck in the middle of a conference because they said you were not, because it was just like, you're not going far enough.
Yep.
That is the current reality that you are living in today. That is what is happening now, not a year from now, currently.
Like I say, the streets are hot, man. Like real talk. You can't just think that, oh, I'm not gonna say anything. They're gonna be mad that you didn't say anything. They were literally mad because we didn't say anything. Because we didn't want to talk about it. Because it was one of those things that we didn't want to talk about, and we didn't want to get caught in the conversations, but we didn't talk about, and they were mad about it. So they tried to talk for us.
That ain't my dude. That's
right.
I go.
And they like that ain't got nothing to do with me. Because when he was popping off, it didn't have anything to do with me. I was standing there.
But...
I mean, yes,
it
but
did
I was also,
a lot.
Right. But I said that, hey, that is not how I roll here, and I will not be talking about it.
So,
yeah,
and then do we need to discuss? There's already kind of like low-key a thing for that among social media influencers, if nowhere else, because we already see people who are just like, it got me a bag and it keeps me out of trouble, so I'm going to say these things even if I don't believe them, because there are real consequences if I don't.
Some say
that's
that.
already.
Some say that's what got him in trouble.
I'm just. So the sooner that you like, it's like one of those things of being like, I am loath to use the phrasing I'm about to use because there's some low-key misogyny in it and it's complicated. But I'm gonna try to paraphrase this as best as I can. Either way, you're heading for the chopping block, the wood chipper, whatever we want to call it. Don't be a pansy the whole time. I need you to go ahead and I need y'all to stand up real quick. Wherever your backbone was, I need you to go ahead and dig that up out of storage and find it.
Yep.
They donated it to the Democrats.
Well, based on some other opinions you have shared online, no, they did it, because if they did, that got lost in shipping.
I mean, yeah.
That's it.
Wait, Pokimane is somehow involved in some shit? I thought Pokimane was problematic as fuck too. But all right. Hassan, I get, but Pokimane, that's funny.
No, it's Pokemon. If I wouldn't be surprised in that case, because there's an interesting intersection there. Also, because you got people getting collected up on, there's already news starting to make waves of people being caught up in getting arrested for moral crimes.
Yes. The whole Stephen Miller bullshit.
Among the, well, oh no, not just that. Among the also among the Rainbow Mob. Hi, a card carrying member.
Again,
right?
you're a part of Antifa. Again, they were coming for trans folks before, saying like, look, the violent trans agenda.
No, like, it's there's a stratified difference here. It's not like you are like, you are identified as part of this group and therefore it's this. It's things like, oh, y'all are over here at the club or at the bathhouse doing the things that y'all are doing as consenting adults, and we are going to arrest you for doing that. As opposed to, just trying to use the bathroom at fucking Walmart. Just way out here. And then Child Bad Bunny, the way that these people said, you want to know what you should do? You should wait for Bad Bunny to go to the Super Bowl and then revoke his visa.
He's a U.S. citizen. What
He's from
the
Puerto
fuck?
Rico.
I know that map reading is not your strong suit, nor is geography or the general knowledge of what things are and are not considered to be the U.S. and or U.S. territory.
See, some people were talking about Puerto Ricans.
But we need to. But we need to go ahead.
I want to go back to San Juan. I want to go back to the island.
We need to.
Yes.
We need to. Let's discuss this, because I am personally, this might be the only Super Bowl I've actually been interested in watching since like the last one that Janet Jackson was. And mostly here, right? Because this man does not have a single song in English, and literally said, while I am on my tour, I will not be doing that on U.S. soil, because the fuck I look like being over there where my people wouldn't be safe to go.
Oh yeah, that's why I was surprised that he was doing the Super Bowl. I was
So if he ends up at the Super Bowl, I know it's about to be some shit, because like we're not translating any of those songs. So like, what are y'all doing?
I'm gonna be dancing all the way. I'll be like. Well,
At a certain point, I'm starting to wonder, is somebody working for the NFL's entertainment division like trolling the rest of the country?
Because it was.
Well, they booked Kendrick long before we found out that Trump was going to win.
Yeah.
But this one is like, okay, this is just more deliberate.
Like, no,
or are y'all just trying to say that, look, we ain't racist here?
No, Kendrick was February. No, that was
right, but they locked down. Like, think about it.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny was locked down in September, which means that Kendrick would have also had to been locked down around this same time last year, which means the election had not happened.
Okay.
Like, it's one thing that he performed after the election, but he signed the ink was dry long before the election happened.
But I'll tell you one thing, it was fire though.
Yes.
No.
So
too
like
loud, too young, too reckless.
Now, granted, the performance, yes, that probably was worked out after the election, but signing Kendrick happened before. At this point, it's like, okay, now this was like last year was a happy accident. This year, though,
yeah, it's intentional. them job numbers gonna hurt.
I think their thought process is, okay, this person is popular, let's reach out. I don't think they think any deeper on it, which is true.
I'm with Sphinx on that, because it's like, oh, this guy's popular. Let's get him together and have him do his little show. And then it's like, I was like, oh, he did his little show and the numbers are great. Yeah, let's do that again next year.
Is this sad that I want to
like the impact on that?
Is this sad that I want to go to Vegas and say for Super Bowl 2027 or whatever the number is going to be, Fellatio Blow is going to be the halftime performer?
Not with featuring Kid Rock.
And Marjorie Taylor Greene.
No, don't bring her ass in there.
She's already in a video with him.
Fuck him.
She's already in a video with him. I mean,
No, she's not gonna be in there.
you think she's gonna break with Trump before then? Like for real? Like the romance is over?
Cause he is what happened. Like by that time, if she's ever in anything, because again, the leader does not like anybody to be more popular than him.
Yeah,
or get more
I've
showtime
not
than him.
heard much from her lately.
I mean,
it's great, but
I think she is contending with the fact that I think at some point I'm not gonna be that person, and so I need to figure out what my next move is. And I think what my next move is I need to start, locking down this agent. I need to start getting my agent, write my memoirs.
To be fair, like they have been going against Israel for other reasons, but
right. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying at some point a lot of them are starting to think about the next thing.
The next grift.
The next, yeah, I was just about to say the next grift. The next grift, the speaking tours, that kind of stuff. They need to start thinking about these kind of things. And so when their power has waned, especially how how Republicans see women, down the line, I think at some point it's like, I think I need to start freshening up this resume. It's like when you're working at a job and you're thinking to yourself, man, I don't like the way, like they, the cook, like everybody's sleeping with each other. These people are doing drugs. I need to start freshening up my resume because the doom is finna fall and I don't want to be caught the blast radius. Like, so, So a lot of them have definitely chosen not to pick fights with like Jasmine Crockett. So they have that's mostly been left up to Nancy. So it's mostly been like, yeah, I need to let myself.
They go on their podcast and poke fun that way.
Yeah, but nobody hears them, and that's
enough people do.
Enough.
More people hear them than they hear us, unfortunately.
Right, but even then, but they like us. That's our people like us. 5 years strong. That's what we've been going on for 5 years. These bad boys, they got more pop. They get more pops, but we keep it going.
To bring it back though to the show, yeah.
Wait, was there a show?
I
don't know.
There is a show. We are.
I don't know why these notes are here.
Technically, we are doing a tech and gaming podcast.
Are we? We are?
I guess.
I don't know.
I guess.
I mean, I said it before, but I gave up after last year, so whatever.
The thing is,
this is whatever we want to talk about, and just so happens we talk about tech and gaming.
The problem is we want to do tech and gaming, but all the tech stuff we have to talk about are techno-fascist people, so we have to talk about political stuff. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
I mean, I can make that argument, but also I just want to incorporate socialism into everything I do, so...
I mean, that's fair. I'm just saying, we took a look at one of our earlier episodes last week, and do you remember when we didn't have all of this going on? And it was just kind of like, hey, here's what's leaving Game Pass this month.
Yep.
do you remember those times?
Yeah, I remember those times.
Pepperidge Farm almost forgot.
Those were the days.
Those were the days.
But yes, to get back to show we actually do. Fuck Kimmel, fuck FCC, fuck Brendan Carr, fuck Trump, fuck Disney. Yeah.
Fuck Guy Ritchie, fuck the Queen.
I mean, I don't know Guy Ritchie enough to say fuck him, but fuck the Queen, fuck the King.
It's a Boondocks joke.
Oh.
I say my president was black and my Lambo's blue.
going from one F word, I guess, to just the letter F-Droid. F-Droid says Google's new sideloading restrictions will kill the project. This is coming from Ars Technica. Google plans to begin testing its recently announced verification scheme for Android developers in the coming weeks, but there's still precious little information on how the process will work. F-Droid, the free and open source app repository, isn't waiting for the full rollout to take a position. In a blog post, F-Droid staff say that Google's plan to force devs outside Google Play to register with the company threatens to kill alternative app stores like F-Droid. Excuse me. Let's see. According to F-Droid, Google's verification program threatens to break free app distribution. Google claims that attaching real identities to apps reduces the incidence of malware, which it has seen in action in Google Play. Still, the Play Store is not free of bad apps, with F-Droid points to as evidence that Google's moves won't actually eliminate the risk of sideloading.
Yep. Still bad shit out there.
Excuse me. I still remember that. I still remember people running through the halls rapping that song when Obama won when I was in high school. Dude, I thought we were the same age. If this happens, then Android is no longer open source. Oh, absolutely. I mean, I posted something else about Android being open source or close to it, and somebody jumped in my mention saying Android was never open source. I'm like, all right, chill out, relax, my guy.
All right, relax.
That's you talking to these people.
But yeah, I do agree though. Like, Android hasn't been open source in a while. I mean, again, they do have the AOSP or Android open source project, but again, when Google is controlling a lot of those aspects, yeah, this ain't it. It would be like, and it has to be people who are actively trying to fork AOSP and are trying to continue Android development in a way that Google is not going to go. That's going to at least try to keep this open. But then I'm wondering also what happens when Google introduces something to Android where hardware manufacturers have to authenticate, like using a secure boot, which would ultimately shut out a lot of these forked Android projects to not even be able to be installed on Android devices going forward. Like the fact that graphene only works on pixels, and we may get to a point where graphene will no longer be able to be installed on a pixel. Who knows what happens with Lineage OS? And those are the only two ROMs that I am currently aware of. Hopefully we'll start seeing hardware manufacturers come out that will support more open hardware that will allow people to be able to install OSs outside of Android onto them. Well, yeah, and then there's also the question of funding. Who's going to financially back for it's dead in the water if no device manufacturer backs it. Yeah, there is that. Here's looking at either OnePlus or nothing.
The nothing phone.
I don't see the community dropping money to be Google free. That's yeah. It would be interesting to see, like, yeah, if OnePlus or nothing come out and do some shit.
Nothing phone.
Maybe Fairphone could come out and do something. Maybe Framework can come out and do something. Also, devs are going to be coerced into staying on Google Play versus making the app for both. I wonder how difficult, like, because of the fact that, like, well, I don't know what the difference is between like Kotlin and Java. I know Android was running Java at a certain point, but now it's over on Kotlin. They may be using Go. I don't know what the fuck anybody uses on Android anymore. But I wonder how, difficult it would be to make because there essentially have to be two versions of an Android app, one that goes on a Play Store and the one that would go on like F-Droid, right? Like, I don't know what that porting process looks like. Again, this is assuming that there is a port button that somebody can push and make two versions of an app. Say goodbye to your banking apps and a few other staples of mobile device life. Like, I still would. I imagine for people who are wanting to go the F-Droid, who are trying to go the sideloading, the F-Droid route, I imagine they do not care. Like, the unfortunate bit is, like, yes, if people are trying to buy devices that may have this more open version of Android, this more open fork of Android, then, like, yeah, they won't be able to do it. So, like, cutting them out of, like, if nothing does this, or if OnePlus does it, then yeah, like, you are losing a huge part of the mainstream audience. I'm wondering how difficult it would be to get, like, the Google Play Store installed after the fact, like, once this goes into effect. Maybe there's like some version of sandboxing that this will work. But yeah, it's a thing where, like, yeah, again, I wish Signal worked better than it did, to where I could use Signal on multiple handsets. Because yeah, I would use an Android phone so fast. I would be on Graphene OS so fast if that were the case. Was really close once. It was up until I installed Signal that I realized that this is not going to be a viable option. But yeah, this fucking sucks. I don't know. Like, damn, when can I read a tech or a gaming story and not say that this fucking sucks? I would like to say, like, this is cool and then move on. I'm sure Google is going to do their best to block Play Store on forked OSs. Yeah, I can see that. And as much as they're trying to run Gemini through everything, I can see that. Oh, look, tile trackers are in the news. Tile trackers reportedly have a security flaw that can let stalkers track your location. This article is coming from Engadget. The issue pertains to how tile tags transmit data during use. Tile tags transmit a lot of data beyond that of other trackers, including the static MAC address and the rotating ID. According to reporting, none of this stuff is encrypted. The rotating IDs change all of the time, but a MAC address doesn't. Researchers believe that all of this information is stored in clear text, making it easy for hackers to get a hold of. This also would theoretically give Tile itself the ability to track its users, though the company says it doesn't have this capability. But it gets worse. Anyone with a radio frequency scanner can allegedly intercept all of this information as it's being transmitted, creating another potential security hole. Also, this problem might not even be solved if Tile decides to stop transmitting the MAC address. This is because the company generates its rotating ID in such a way that future codes can be reliably predicted from past ones. Just want to take this time out to thank a lot of people for pointing out the obvious issues with Apple with the Apple AirTags, right? Those were legitimate concerns. And Apple rightly fixed them very quickly. Small little oversights. but I will at least say this. Apple ain't this damn stupid. Like, I feel like I said something about security concerns the last time we talked about this a few years ago. I mean, again, the security implications, or like the security concerns you can run into with having a item tracker like Tile, like AirTags. Yes, that exists. And you can only put but so much faith in it. But I will at least say that, again, Apple was able to sit there and tackle a lot of the issues fairly quickly. This is something that, yeah, Tile can't fix. Like, at all. Because I don't think you can update the Tile. Well, I don't know. You might be able to. Maybe. But I don't think so. So yeah, I would say, like, look, I guess the best thing for people to do is not lose your shit. Don't do that. But if you have to have something that can help you track where an item is, be careful where you shop. Like, now that Tile is a part of Life 360 or whatever the fuck that app that company is called, which was already a horrendous decision in and of itself. Maybe Tile ain't the move. It was a novel concept. It worked for you know, as good as it was. But again, there are better products. Are you truly lost if everyone can know where you are? Yes, not all those who wander are lost. They can be found on Tile. Here's the big one. Who's ready for the big news that dropped today? Red Hat is investigating a breach impacting as many as 28,000 customers, including the Navy and Congress.
Ooh.
Excuse me.
Bless.
I might have to take a break for a second.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
This is an old, no, this is an old picture. This might be an old picture, but hey, there's actually, no, it is an old picture because that is an old image of Shadow Man. They have since upgraded Shadow Man to not have as distinct a face. Also, you can see in the background, Shaw University. And I think that's Wilmington Street. Right back there, the little road leading from Shaw. For those who don't know, Red Hat is a it's a company that sells support for their Linux operating system, along with some other proprietary technologies that run on top of Red Hat Enterprise Linux. They're the biggest open source company out. Well, the biggest I think they're the biggest distributor of Linux in the world. Used by many a company, including the company that I work for, including the New York Stock Exchange, including the Navy, including Congress. This article is coming from 404 Media. A hacking group claims to have pulled data from a GitLab instance connected to Red Hat's consulting business, scooping up 570 gigabytes of compressed data from 28,000 customers. The hack was first reported by Bleeping Computer, which I'm surprised Ruin did not post ahead of time because he is normally coming in hot with those Bleeping Computer articles. And has been confirmed by Red Hat itself. Quote, Red Hat is aware of reports regarding a security incident related to our consulting business, and we have initiated necessary remediation steps. Stephanie Wunderlich, Red Hat's VP of Communications, told 404 Media. A file released by the hackers and viewed by 404 Media suggests that the hacking group may have acquired some data related to about 800 clients, including Vodafone, T-Mobile, the U.S. Navy's Naval Surface Warfare Center, the Federal Aviation Administration, Bank of America, AT&T, the U.S. House of Representatives, and Walmart. Stephanie went on to say the security and integrity of our systems and the data entrusted to us are our highest priority. At this time, we have no reason to believe the security issue impacts any of our other Red Hat services or products and are highly confident in the integrity of our software supply chain.
The fact that there's ever any confidence in integrity while you're depending on
I'm sorry, I heard like every other word.
I said the idea that there is any integrity found on this continent is laughable.
I mean, yeah. On this planet, even.
But never minding my stray thoughts, please.
GitLab told 404 Media that it remains secure and unaffected. Quote, the incident refers to Red Hat's self-maintained instance of GitLab Community Edition, our free open core offering. Customers who deploy free self-managed instances on their own infrastructure are responsible for securing their instances, including applying security patches, configuring access controls, and maintenance. Whew. So just Red Hat's just completely on the hook for this. They can't blame a vendor.
Nope.
It's like, look, that this on us. Damn.
Mm-hmm. That's it on it. Live on it. All you, baby.
A hacking group that calls itself the Crimson Collective claims it breached a Red Hat GitLab repository that contained information related to Red Hat's consulting clients. Let's see, the hackers wrote in a channel on Telegram, quote, since Red Hat doesn't want to answer us, over 28,000 repositories were exported. It includes all their customer CERs or customer engagement reports and analysis of their infrastructure, plus their other devs' private repositories. This one will be fun.
Oh, so they ain't saying that.
Let's see, a CER is an internal document consultancy firms use to understand how its clients interact with their business. For an IT firm like Red Hat, this kind of document would contain a lot of information about a client's tech infrastructure, including configuration data, network maps, and information about authentication tokens. A CER could help someone breach a network. The hacking group goes on to say, quote, we have given them too much time already to answer, LOL. Instead of just starting a discussion, they kept ignoring the emails. The group also says that they gained access to some of their clients' infrastructure as well. Already warned them, but yeah, they preferred ignoring us. 404 Media viewed data related to the breach and attempted to contact some of the affected clients, including the U.S. Navy's Naval Surface Warfare Center in Panama City and T-Mobile, but did not hear back. And as Burge says, it's not a security breach until T-Mobile is a part of it. I wish my friends, former coworkers at Red Hat, an easy time going forward. This will not be easy. And I hope this does not fall back on me.
I don't know how it would be. But...
I mean, because I'm on the Linux team at my job.
Okay.
And if we're a part of that leak in some capacity, I guess that's what the infosec team at the company is supposed to do. Is look, I don't talk to people outside the company. You ain't gonna get me.
There you go.
Ain't gonna get me.
Because even if you did, you still had to get pulled in for talking to people. So like,
I mark legitimate emails from the company as phishing attempts, and they're like, "No, dog, this is real."
Yeah, because you
I don't believe
you. I said you ain't finna catch me slipping. Ah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what it was. An email that came out, and like half the team marked that shit as phishing, and all of us got it back. It was like, y'all know this is real. You sure about that?
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
Some of these phishing emails be looking kind of real.
That's what we're saying. Like, I can't think. It's like you have to tell people like, nah, write it in paper, because I'm telling you, mail it. Mail the request.
Yep.
You cannot trick me. You cannot trick me.
And the last thing in tech this week, speaking of things that are open but hopefully should be closed now, Apple's latest software updates fix a security vulnerability. Just one. See, is fixing.
This one was hand selected.
Yes, one. It's artisanal, bespoke vulnerability fixed.
Good smell. Flavor.
So this legit, y'all need to teach this motherfucker better email writing there. Look,
Thank you.
at my company, they embrace AI to write emails. So
Ew.
yeah.
I'd probably walk in there like, why it smells stank in here? It stank. You got the stank of AI.
I was watching apparently they like to just like play little videos around the building that kind of like they're more like just like advertising but for corporate. It's like like those fake commercials they put like at the beginning of video games before they show like this company is very fucking dystopian and shit.
Oh yeah.
It's like those commercials. And it was one today in particular. It's like, that shit looks fucking fake. This shit looks like it was made in Sora. I don't believe you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make sure I keep my head down and watch Democracy Now! I cannot.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, iOS updates came out this week, which we'll get into a little bit later during the update section. But it's fixing a font parser vulnerability. The impact of processing a maliciously crafted font may lead to unexpected app termination or corrupt process memory. Description and out of bounds right issue was addressed with improved bounds checking. Fonts. They are hacking you through fucking fonts. This is where we are.
Keep it a bit in the book with you. That is a good way to like really catch someone lacking, because it's like, who's gonna look at font files? Like who's gonna think Helvetica is gonna get into the like
the CIA toppled the CIA toppled Venezuela because somebody installed a malicious Helvetica font.
Mm-hmm. Wingding.
Heckvetica, probably.
Stop.
Oh yeah, you're right. Double hockey stick Vetica.
Helvetica.
I'm saying like Wingding. It was Wingdings that did it. Word? Wow.
Yes, I installed it in Word.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Fonts and images are incredibly common vectors. Both are extremely hard to get right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I joke, but yes, I know the severity of these problems all too well.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Is the equivalent of these streets is hot.
WatchOS and tvOS were the only two OSs that did not specifically mention the font parser vulnerability because they may not have been affected. I had I had two devices that had to get updates because everything else is running the beta, but I imagine those betas also had to have had that font parser update. Who's ready for some gaming news? Cool. Asus's new ROG Xbox Ally X set to break the bank at $999.99.
It's a deluxe model with some rhythm in it.
And I apologize to Dipped VA Splash Gaming for bringing the spice into his damn TikTok video.
You really truly.
I came in really hot. I don't know. Every time I see Xbox, things just turn red. I black out for a second, and I come back. Oh wait! Oh no! What have I done?
And you were like,
once again, we're making the case of, see how I'm in it? Now why am I in it?
I want mine.
But see, I didn't come for him though. I just said, look, I'm just not buying something that's made by a government contractor. I said weapons contractor initially.
Yeah, and Dip was like, who? And it was like, I just said, he's talking about Microsoft. I came up under it.
You did?
I literally put the hand in Major's face and says, he's talking about Microsoft. What have we talked about this? You say, use the words. Brother, people, you know, sometimes people want to dance, brother. Just relax.
Look, he was shitting on it too, so I just felt like I just wanted to dogpile on it. But in the most aggressive way possible.
He was shitting on it for it actually existing.
I was too. We don't know what we know the Israeli government probably bought like 20 of these, like 2,000 of these. Gonna set them up in a fucking rack mounted server. Put it on a tank.
Yep. Child at this point.
But yes, Sphinx, back to the article. Yes. The new the ROG Xbox Ally X is going to cost $1,000. However, there is a lower priced Ally without the X.
Yeah.
Still Xbox branded. For $600.
Still too expensive.
So let's see the specs for it here. Coming in with a Ryzen Z2 Extreme, which nobody seems to be selling right now. Asus is the only one selling a Z2 Extreme. 1 terabyte of storage, 24 gigabytes of RAM with a 7-inch screen. Look, I got really close to buying the ROG Ally, but every time I mentioned it, Tikal yelled at me through text.
As he should.
When you tried to play what?
When I tried to buy an Ally. I don't know why they called it an Ally. Also, nobody believed this was, like, when they initially announced the Ally, nobody believed it was real because they announced it on April Fool's Day. They're like, Asus, stop playing. No, we're dead ass serious. No, this thing exists. Oh, we should not have announced it today. It also will come with an NPU to make sure that the device is future-proof for AI enhancements. I love the thing here. I spent a cool grant on this thing, and all the kid wants to play is Roblox.
That's right.
Also, yeah, thank you, Ars Technica, for that. Moving on to more Xbox news. Costco reportedly comments on removing Xbox stock. Quote, "We don't have any plans going forward to carry an Xbox console."
Exactly. Because why? Because why would they? Why would they carry something that's going to sit on shelves because it's too expensive? Come on now.
You know, again, obviously we're not, the hosts of this show are not one to ever like cape for a corporation. But every now and then, Costco will be like, I have a chance to do a really fun thing right now. And then they do it. And we appreciate that.
We do. We appreciate. We appreciate when somebody says, you know what, I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not.
0% chance of doing it.
Right. Because again, even if we're seeing this as a purely raw business move, it just makes the sense, because why would I carry something that is going to sit on shelves for like days, weeks, and months that I eventually have to then clearance out, and I lose money on it, when I could just say, you know what, maybe I shouldn't just carry that thing. Maybe I should just carry peripherals and games, the things that are more apt to move, as opposed to consoles that probably won't, because nobody's gonna spend, upwards of $100 more on something that was like $100, or at this point $200.
Now that's what it looks like practically. But I'm just saying, your recent appearance in the press is certainly not going to help those sales.
Right. Plus, when somebody can say like, all right, the PlayStation, which is PlayStation 5, which is $50 more, which I don't like, and I want that to be known. But if I was saying, if I had to choose between a PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X, I would choose the 5, because the 5, even though it went up in price, it's still way affordable and more accessible than a Series X. And so, I mean, going on a purely businessy standpoint, because we don't cater for corporations. But if we see it as a pure business standpoint, it just makes more sense for them to not carry it, because if it's going to sit there for however many days, weeks, and months, and then they like, we can't sell it, and then we're gonna be like, what are they gonna do? Mark it down to like the price that it would have sold, and it sold anyway? They're effectively losing money.
Let's see. Windows Central said this week we wrote about reports that Costco has begun removing Xbox hardware and accessories from its store shelves, not just in the US, but globally. Microsoft and Costco haven't really issued a statement, though, through typical channels, but former IGN journalist and video game commentator Destin Laguerre says he's managed to get a statement out of the company. Quote, "Just called Costco about Xbox stock. I was told that they will no longer be carrying Xbox consoles. We, quote within a quote, we don't have plans going forward to carry an Xbox console," saying it was a business decision. They did have some great deals on Switch and PlayStation, though. So yeah, thank you to Windows Central from that reporting there. In more Microsoft news, or more Xbox news, Game Pass is going up, baby.
And I canceled mine yesterday.
Microsoft increased its price of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate despite record subscription revenue last year. Where have I seen or heard that before? Oh, right. Every subscription service on the planet.
Yep.
Microsoft, and this is from Eurogamer, Microsoft has increased the price of its Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription along with a shakeup of its tiers. Game Pass Ultimate will now cost $29.99 per month. It includes access to over 75 day one releases a year, Microsoft stated in a new Xbox Wire post, as well as Fortnite Crew and Ubisoft Plus Classics. Cloud gaming is also set to receive a boost in quality, and there's a new rewards program too. The price change comes with a change to the existing tiers. Game Pass Essential is now $9.99 a month, offering 50 plus games across PC, console, and cloud. Game Pass Premium at $14.99 a month, offering 200 plus games across PC, console, and cloud. And Game Pass Ultimate at $29.99 a month, offering 400 plus games across PC, console, and cloud. Day one game releases are only included in the Ultimate tier. The Essential tier is the smallest curated library of games. Current standard subscribers will be automatically upgraded to the Premium tier. PC Game Pass will remain available, will include Ubisoft games, and will continue to receive day one games. Its price has also increased. It will now cost $16.49. The Game Pass shakeup comes alongside a change to Microsoft Rewards. From today, users will no longer be able to directly redeem rewards points for Xbox Game Pass subscriptions. Instead, you'll need to redeem your points for a gift card in a denomination sufficient to cover the cost of the subscription and use this to purchase. Last month, ID at Xbox boss Chris Charla discussed the current state of Game Pass with Eurogamer, stating this year marks Xbox's largest investment in Game Pass to date. Yes, with your money, you can get in on the ground floor. The one thing that was not included in this article, because I grabbed it before shit hit the fan, Xbox Game Pass became hard to unsubscribe to minutes after the news broke yesterday.
Listen, when I tell you, I got mine out the way, quick, fast, and in a hurry. So, because I knew the floodgates was open.
Yeah, so like for me, I got this news via Discord because I was doing other things at the time. I wasn't monitoring the RSS feed when it came out. So when I got it through Discord, it was already too late.
Yeah.
Because shortly after the article was shared, people were asking, hey, can anybody access the subscription page? To which I then went and was like, oh shit, I can't access it. Granted, I had nothing to cancel, so I didn't care. But yeah, it was not loading. Everything else was loading on the page, but to go to your subscriptions, that shit was like doing that whole, hey, we're trying to load the text from the database and we can't do that right now.
Yeah, I had found out about it on, funnily enough, it was on the Hellscape app. I found out on Hellscape. And then I clicked on the article. I think it was it was a games developers article. And I was like, ooh. And I was like, oh, it's going up? Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's not going to go up. Well, it's probably not going to go up for PC. And then PC said, oh, 11 to about 16:49. I said, nope. I said, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I said, you know what? I'm out. And so I jumped in. I had to go through. What did I have to go through? No, I went through the Xbox app. That went me to the subscriptions. Then I found out I logged into the wrong account. Went back, logged into the right one. Had to go do the code and everything. Logged into it, turned it, and mine was particularly easy. So I think I'm probably caught because I probably saw it early when everybody else did, and by that time the Doom had fell, and I was like, oh, so it's crashing? Damn. Damn. So that was So I was like, dang, I didn't think. I like say I knew a few people were gonna think, but I did not know the en masse, the masses had said, oh nah.
Yeah, it was
Hell no.
not great.
Yeah.
So
I thought a few people might hang in, but I was like, was not aware it was that level of canceled. And I saw between both the Hellscape app and Blue Sky with Blueski, it was popping. It was like canceled. I canceled. I'm done. I'm canceled. And it was like, dang.
now I don't have any foil. I wish I did. Because then I would wear it. As I say this next bit, what if Microsoft deliberately hampered their service to try to slow that bleed?
Like basically,
we're gonna turn off some nodes, some Azure nodes, to make it difficult for people to log in and cancel. Maybe they'll give up and leave it and forget about it.
But see, that's the problem. Because that's the problem with like, because what we have noticed from when the Disney cancellations is that people have nothing but time, nothing but patience. It was like, you can only slow it, but like Thanos says, I am inevitable. It's not going. You can only do so much before it's like, yeah, no, we're out. Because if they're not gonna do it today, they're gonna do it tomorrow. And if they're not gonna do it tomorrow, they're gonna do it next week.
You're putting a lot of faith in people to actually stick to a thing, especially in the US.
But that's also the thing, is like people have more, like I say, my mom says it best, I got more time than money.
I mean,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think if you're saying I'm going to do a thing, and it's the difference between doing a thing or paying more money.
I guess this is where I'm speaking from experience.
Right, this is not a gym membership.
Which is why I'm saying I feel like I'm speaking from experience, where had I had to cancel my subscription then when I tried to log in yesterday, and couldn't get access to it, I would have been, sure, I'll come back and do it.
Yeah.
But never would. I would have forgotten about it.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, like I get your argument of like there are people who are petty enough to sit there and wait until it loads and keep refreshing. I am the person who's like, okay, I tried, it did not work. I will try again later, and then we'll forget. And
then what? You're not gonna pay. You're gonna pay it again. You're gonna pay it again. What about next month or the month later?
Kev, you do not understand. I let my AC fester for a year until it ultimately died 2 weeks ago.
But see, like I say, that in lies the point. Where people are like, I am tired of a bad system. And I understand there are people that basically said, well, I'm gonna let this fester. I'm gonna let it fester. But to say, oh, I'm just gonna let this go and keep paying into a bad system that I don't like because I lack the fortitude to get rid of that shit or to actually have that thing fixed.
This is why they sell apps that remind you that you are subscribed to things.
Right. That's why whole services exist.
Right. So like I feel like
how do you not know you don't have whole services? Do you not look at your bill?
Some people do not. Like if it's coming out of my bank account, especially
I will
see it now because I have an app that does it. I don't look at my bank statements like that.
Right, I do.
So yeah, I mean, again, but see, we are of two different generations.
But I'm of a generation of like, you do that. Because like I say again, you had to go through a whole process to get the thing. Nobody didn't just catch you in a back alley saying, "Hey kid, sign this piece of paper. I got something for you." Like nobody did that.
See, Sphinx gets me. See, Sphinx gets me. Like, look, every so often I'll check. And see, now I have an app that lets me track my finances, and I'll see it every day.
I look at mine every few months. Yes.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it doesn't come out, like if you're not checking it every day, you may miss the fact that you were subscribing to those things, and it'll get buried. For me, my shit's coming. I'm paying my shit. I'm paying my shit through PayPal.
What's the subject up for discussion here?
Right.
We're on the Xbox, the Game Pass stuff. Like
also,
I have
Kevin, please look at the please look.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I meant to mention that too. You're frozen again.
Oh, I'm frozen again. Okay, hold on.
Like for me, and like luckily for me too, like my subscriptions are paid through PayPal. So I'll get a note, I'll get an email saying, "Hey, you paid this through PayPal." But a lot of people use their credit cards. They use their debit cards, and there is no notification for the most part. Like, I get charged 25, and I know this, and I only let it happen because I don't know how to stop it. But I'm getting charged $25 a month for the Nature Conservatory or whatever the fuck it is. I thought I gave them $25 once. Apparently it was a monthly donation. And because it was with some guy that was on the side of the street when I was heading to a protest, not a website that I went to, I don't know how to turn it off. But that's coming out of my bank account. I switched debit cards and they're still pulling money out. Because I threw a debit card away. I was like, finally, I'm free of the Nature Conservancy. Nope, the new car came in. Next thing you know, on my Copilot app, it was like, by the way, different Copilot. There's a Copilot Money Manager app that's available on Apple platforms, not Microsoft Copilot. But I looked on my Copilot app, and sure enough, the Nature Conservancy is still taking $25 a month. I'm like, what the fuck? How?
And speaking from my own experience with like some of this stuff, it's only a recent thing that I have learned enough about. You're back in animated. That I have gotten any kind of notice on or any kind of real education, most of which I have to seek out for myself, on how to even remotely disciplined or consistent with tracking things for my personal life in general and money in particular, of being like, hey, this is a thing that you know, like kind of at the same time that I was thinking about the tech and all this other stuff, right? Being like, every now and then you just need to check things. You need to audit or know where things are going and how often they're going and why and all of that, where it comes from and how it works. I didn't grow up in a household where people taught you how to do that. What they taught you to do, if anything, was kind of like, hey, it's not something that you really need to think about unless something is like you find out, you know, that your Netflix subscription, that you have like a Netflix subscription that you meant to cancel like a month ago because you wanted to buy something at the grocery store and have less money than you thought you had, and then have to go and do like investigation. It's not a thing that you're taught to reflect on unless there's like a problem, emergency, or something gets in the way of a thing that you want to do. So having that shift of mindset of being like, oh, it has been, you know, like it has been X amount of time. Let us sit down and look what I have spent on this bank card or this credit card or whatever other like means I have of like acquiring and spending money. Or let's have a look at it. Let's see where this stuff is going, and then let's decisions or updates or go, oh yeah, I meant to get rid of that. Delete. cancel, call the company, unsubscribe, whatever it is. And I think a lot of people, and I think with a lot of things like streaming services, auto pay, and the fact that layaway has basically been rebranded as Klarna, people just we're in the advent of having to do more of payments with things digitally. You have an envelope full of money, you can watch the money disappearing and be like, oh, this is looking a little thinner than last week. Let me slow down a bit. When you're dealing with like a card or a PayPal account or something like that, or like your Apple Wallet, you don't really think about it. You're just doing the beeps, and then one day the beep don't beep like it's supposed to beep, and you're just like, now wait, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, girl, I'm spending how much on Xbox? I don't even like Xbox. Like, gross.
Right. I have always, there have definitely been times where I have paid in on the system and I am not utilizing that system to its fullest degree, but I do know that I am paying for that. But I do know, and I am aware that I am paying for that system because there's a level of diligence that is in me to say, hold on a minute, what is that? Like, to ask that question, hey, what is that? before the beep does not boop. Like, but again,
before the beep not boop, and like you wanted the beep to beep bop boop bop, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
so that's why I'm like, I have a very clear understanding of where my money goes and what I have gotten. There have been some times where I'm like, I look on the bill and I'm like, what was that Amazon purchase I made? And then I go and look at the Amazon purchase that I made. Like, there was a time when somebody had made a purchase of like I think it was like a digital video purchase using my gift shop, use my gift card credit. And I was like, where did this purchase come from? I saw it. And then I was like, where did this purchase come from? Went to Amazon's automated system, talked to a person, and they were like, oh, it came through this place. And I was like, I didn't order this, refund it back. Okay, we'll refund it back. But it's like that level of diligence that I'm like always, and that thing of like, hey, we gotta be diligent with our money because our money is few and our time is plentiful. Like, we got the time, we have to make the thing. And that's why I'm like, yeah. And do I come from a different time zone? Absolutely. But I'm also teaching Munchkin to do the same thing of having that awareness of being like, hey, keep tabs on your money at all times, ma'am. At the ripe age of 10.
I feel like that's important because like that as an aside to like many conversations we're having, because again, once again, this is a gaming show. The thing is that like I don't know that Munchkin will appreciate that as much as she will when she's older, about just having somebody who just has calm conversation. I'm assuming calm conversations about money management, because I absolutely grew up in and around a family who did it. Like, we just did not have like the, hey, let's talk about money and expenditures and things in detail. Let's teach you how to pay attention to all of that and all of this other stuff. We didn't do all that. And it took me having to learn stuff to come back and be like, I'm buying y'all because we need to work on that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Looking back at Merge and Diogen's suggestions about contacting the bank. I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow. Yeah. Let's see if I remember to do that though.
It's not like we don't have something in our pockets that can do reminders. Oh wait,
I was going to say, Major, because
it's not like you don't got two of them, Major.
There's a bespoke solution.
Two?
There's a bespoke solution for this.
How many?
Want to look in
3 phones.
Thank you. And 3 of those
2
phones can tell you,
iPads.
talk to the banks.
2
And a computer.
iPads, 2 Macs.
So which one are you putting the reminder in, Major? That's the question that we want to answer.
Probably this iPhone that's right in front of me.
Just go ahead and do that right now.
Go ahead and do it now. Do it now.
Just real quick. Just go ahead and do it.
Remind me tomorrow
now.
morning to call the bank to cancel a recurring charge.
Major.
Yes.
Real quick.
Uh-huh.
Leave yourself a note about what the recurring charge is so that you don't forget that.
There's
tomorrow.
only one that I want to get rid of. It's the only one that I can think of.
I mean,
Are you going to remember that?
Yeah, that one I will remember because I specifically bought that one up. That's the only one I have a problem with. Because I tried so hard to get rid of it by switching a card. It's like, nah, dog, we got you. This is shit. Everything else I see coming, and it's like, I'm okay.
Okay.
So let's see. From people having a mass exodus from Xbox Game Pass, EA is having an exodus from public life and is going private. Oh, really? Is it really? All right, let's see if it's a third suggestion on Major Search.
Look at Merge coming in clutch.
Okay, I'm probably going to have to use Google for this one. All right, let's also change it to Conservancy because that's the one it is. All right, yeah. So Major Search isn't as helpful as Google probably would be in this scenario.
Oh, uh-oh.
Look, it's only to just keep from tracking. I don't mind searching Google for this one specifically, but I try to use my search aggregate as much as I can. Okay, I see the donate to our mission. I love how the first suggested, like, what is the Nature Conservancy controversy? Well, mine is the fact that I fucking can't unsubscribe. If I click donate to the mission. Yeah, apparently Google doesn't want me to be great. What is the salary of the CEO? Wow, that's actually not as high as I thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, apparently Google doesn't want me to be great and figure out how to cancel it, but I have to contact them directly by phone or email. The worst. I'm gonna try to go by the bank first. I feel like the bank won't judge me as much as the Nature Conservancy would. Anywho, back to, they probably got a plaque on the wall. This person always donated here. They really believe in us. Canceling the donation to the Nature Conservancy is like trying to cancel your cable subscription. It's a dark pattern. Yes, EA has been sold to Saudi Arabia and Trump's son-in-law for $55 billion. And the DLC was not included.
Never is. You know? You know what this means, Major.
After It Takes Two, we're done.
That.
Oh, I've already said that. I've already said that. Like, yep. It's like after this Ferris Friday, we're done. It's it.
Yeah. But apparently, I was also saying it could be a possibility that Joseph Ferris might be done himself.
Damn.
Damn. Unless he takes it to another place, or at least tries to buy a piece of the interest.
I hear Outer Sloth is doing great things.
I mean, they gonna have to.
Which Mass Effect ending is this one? Andromeda.
Yeah. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me.
This is from GameSpot. The rumors were true. Electronic Arts has announced that it sold itself in a $55 billion deal. It sold itself to an investor consortium made up of Saudi Arabia's public investment fund. You know, the best investment fund. Jared Kushner's affinity partners and the private equity firm Silver Lake, because everything always gets better under a private equity firm.
Right? That's like after Red Lobster.
EA said the all-cash deal positions EA to accelerate innovation and growth to build the future of entertainment. EA CEO Andrew Wilson is still on board as CEO, even though there have been talks that he might go to Disney. Which, whatever, do you,
fam?
It's a good day for EA stockholders too, as they are getting $210 per share in cash as part of the deal. That's a significant premium over what the stock was trading for last week. Which was, why don't you share that information? How much are they making? Of course, like this is having some concerns. Of course, you got cost cutting. You know, people are worried about the future of BioWare, which has always just been hanging on by a thread as of late.
Because the way that Anthem didn't do the way they went.
Andromeda before that.
Andromeda before that. And then like the reception to Veilguard, even though I know a lot of my besties was loving Veilguard, but you know, Veilguard did not net it the billions of dollars it was supposed to net. So
While it was announced earlier this week, the actual transaction is not finalized and is subject to government scrutiny. That being said, EA said it expects the deal to close in Q1 fiscal year 27. The deal closing is subject to customary closing conditions, including regulatory approval and sign off by EA stockholders. Should the deal close, EA stock will be removed from public markets. The deal is also subject to certain termination fees of more than $1 billion. So naturally, we're probably not going to see anybody taking any pot shots at the current administration. So don't expect any decent commentary coming out of that studio or out of that publisher for a while.
Right, because that's what I'm saying. Like Joseph's out because as the fact that we played like Split Fiction, and again,
it's one thing if you're taking a shot at a corporation. But if you have a political message that isn't, again, political as in the zeitgeist definition, not the actual definition.
I'm like the man that literally said fuck the Oscars.
Again, if it is not political, capital P political, as in, I don't know, fascism isn't mentioned in a way that will paint a certain group of people in a terrible light.
As opposed,
if Battlefield said, "Oh no, the president is being a fascist," we should take out the president.
Again,
like overt.
it don't got to be overt. It just has to be enough to make you ask, is this play about us? That's all. That's all that is.
I don't think they smart enough to read between the lines like that.
You would be surprised. You would be surprised.
The fact that I can add GameStop to my taskbar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, that was a tangent. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. I'm like,
Oh, and then the tab went away. Let's bring that back.
mm-hmm.
Oh shit, no, that tab is just fucking gone now.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we're done talking about it. Or
Yeah.
I'm done referencing it. We'll get to the stories later.
Yeah, this is not a good. This is not a good thing. This is not a good thing.
No, it's not.
No.
And of course now the actual fear is coming true for some developers. Just Cause developer Avalanche Studios is the latest game company to announce layoffs. This is of course coming after Microsoft pulled the plug on Contraband. Excuse me. I do not think there was a number. No, there is not a number mentioned as to the amount of folks who are being laid off. But the other studios in Liverpool, Malmo, and Stockholm are being affected. Thank you, Engadget, for that. Video Games Chronicle reports that Starbreeze has canceled its Dungeons and Dragon game and it's laying off 44 staff as it focuses on Payday. Following a strategic review, the board of directors and management have concluded that resources are best deployed to accelerate the growth for Starbreeze's flagship Payday series franchise. Some of the Project Baxter team will be redeployed across Starbreeze's other projects, most prominently within Payday. But the studio also notes that headcount will be reduced by approximately 44 full-time employees across employees and contractors, leading to a lower cost base going forward. And of course, the CEO comes and says this was a difficult but necessary decision. By focusing our investment and talent here or on Payday, we can accelerate delivery, engage players with more content, reinforce Starbreeze's position as the clear leader in the heisting genre. Because yeah, that's a genre that matters. This is about sharpening our focus to create the strongest long-term value for our players, our people, and our shareholders.
Isn't that what they always say?
It is. It is what they always say. AKA, we're going to get a payday, but not the employees we laid off. We have some content creator news to discuss this week. Mm-hmm. One of which we pointed out last week during Tech Talk Thursday Plays. You can now rewind Twitch live streams, but there's a catch.
Yep.
If you ever wanted to rewind a Twitch stream, that long-awaited feature is finally at hand. Twitch CEO Dan Clancy has announced that pause and rewind options were added to the service this week with some notable exceptions. It is only available to Twitch Turbo subscribers or for channels that users are individually subscribed to. It is not, however, available on mobile. Twitch streamers will also have to activate the rewind and pause options on their end, and that feature is limited to users who are affiliated or partnered with Twitch. It will eventually be available on mobile, but it's going to be slowly rolling out to everyone. One of Clancy's stated reasons for not immediately going wild with the feature is that Twitch wants to make sure rewind can't be used to sidestep ads on the platform. He also indicated that rewind won't be available for DJ channels because of rights issues. So yeah. Not gonna say that directly, but hey, if you want to sub to a channel, gestures, not wildly, but gestures.
Mm-hmm.
It was only difficult. Oh, sorry. Sphinx said about the previous article. It was only difficult because it probably took 2 seconds longer to sign the termination papers than usual. His pen ran out of ink.
I gotta get me a new pen.
And in more, what the fuck is capitalism gotten us into news? Geez, what is it? Jimmy Donaldson of Goldsboro, North Carolina fame, or I'm sorry, Mr. Beast fame of Mr. Beast on YouTube, defends trapping a man in a burning house for $500,000. The video, which is titled, "Would You Risk Dying for $500,000?" shows a professional stuntman escaping a blazing building while collecting bags of cash. And by the way, this is coming from the BBC. Mr. Beast responds to the criticism saying that I take safety more seriously than you could ever imagine.
And this is why you put people in a burning building. What in this?
Tied up, as Sphinx would also like to point out. For those who have not seen this, and I have not seen all of it, I've seen the clip of this burning building aspect of it. Eric, the contestant, takes on 7, quote, death traps, including getting shot out of a cannon into some fire, surviving, or quote unquote, surviving massive explosions, as well as escaping from what appears to be a mock-up of a small house. The dramatic but highly produced scenes in the video prompted condemnation online, with social media users calling it dystopian and quote unquote humiliating.
Yep.
But some did highlight it was unlikely Eric was ever in any real danger, with at least one other describing it as a quote PR stunt. Not that this matters, but Eric did eventually complete the challenges with the haul of $350,000. All I know is that I have talked to people who have personally been involved in some Mr. Beast shenanigans. It's not great. And I'm just going to say, again, this dude lives in North Carolina, like an hour away from where I live. Not even an hour, I think about 30 minutes from where I live. Like, I could probably throw a rock at a content creator here in North Carolina and hit somebody that has been in a Mr. Beast video. And it's, from what I've been hearing, it's not great. The fact that this man wanted to blame CrowdStrike for failures in his some of his videos. Now, Kev, I don't know if you were giving me a dead stare or your camera froze again, but it's making me feel very uncomfortable. Oh boy, we lost Kev again.
Well, you have an answer to your question.
Yep, I do. I hope look, I know I have a propensity of saying things that might not be interpreted correctly. I hope that was not one of them. I actually was trying to make sure that its camera wasn't frozen again. Let's see. I see I have some messages. I'm going to check that real quick. So while we wait for Kev to come back, check some messages. Oh, yeah. So Kev is just gone now. Well, I imagine I can go through these while we wait for Kev to go back. You just got to deal with the broken camera until he does. So now we're in updates. Like we mentioned at the top of the, towards the beginning of the show, Apple had some OS updates that come out. iOS 18.7.1, also iPad OS 18.7.1. It came out. Excuse me, to fix that font bug. Mac OS Tahoe 26 came out. WatchOS 26.0.2, Vision OS 26.0.1, and tvOS 26.0.1 also came out, with Vision OS getting the bug fix or the vulnerability fix. And of course, iOS 26.0.1 came out with that vulnerability fix. Also, some other issues that were present in iPhone 17 models. And because this is more of a PSA for people than a new update's coming out. Windows 11 2025 update has been released to the wild. This is Windows 11 25 H2. No real big features are coming to it. It's more of an enablement package. I think it's like, like their whole service pack where it's like, hey, over the course of the year, we release updates. This is going to bunch all of these together and give you them all in one place. Additionally, the new update should be leaner than before thanks to the removal of PowerShell 2.0 and Windows Management Instrumentation command line. Those are legacy features most users have never touched, but their removal could annoy power users and IT admins who have built ancient scripts using PowerShell 2.0. So not really going to affect many people using their personal computers, but yeah, this might piss some people off in enterprise areas, but of course they're not updating to 25H2 anytime soon. Thanks, Apple, for the Vision OS update. There are dozens of us. Dozens! I love that Arrested Development GIF has been circling around a lot lately for various reasons. Also, this is one I wish Kev was here for, but he's not.
Yet anyway.
Yes, hide your wallets, hide your credit cards. The Steam Autumn Sale is here earlier than anticipated. Yeah, tons of games are on sale. Steam Deck LCD 256 gigabyte is on sale at a 20% discount until the end of the sale as well. Of course, you can pick up Slime Rancher, Old World, Grim Dawn, Bloons TD6, which is really good. I do like Bloons TD6. Cult of the Lamb, Peak, Rematch, and many others. I picked up What's it? What's the Disco Elysium? I think that's the name of the game, right? It's Disco Elysium, right? Not everybody answer at once.
Is this
Yes.
a pop quiz?
I mean, I was asking because I didn't know and I was looking it up. I was hoping I didn't have to, but I did. It is Disco Elysium. I picked that up for like $8, which is funny because Fanatical, I think it was trying to sell me the game during the Steam sale for $35. I was like, it's on sale. I was like, are you sure about that? And I went to Steam and it was like Disco Elysium was like $8 on Steam. I'm like, yeah, I'll just go buy it from Steam. It's fine. If you've seen any Steam discounts, let us know in the chat. Let us know in the comments below the video. Jeez, this burps. I hate.
You okay?
It's the Manjaro.
Okay.
Like there's coughing because I have an irritation in my throat, but then the burps are from the Manjaro, and it really sucks. Because like not only is it just annoying that I'm burping so much, they also just do not taste or smell good. So yeah, that's this week's show. We've done it. Unfortunately, we had to leave a man by. Oh wait, no, we have more.
We do.
I don't think
Honestly,
this will work, but I'll see. No, it does not work. So, we have a managing mayhem here.
Yeah. So yeah, we're here to we have gathered.
Dearly beloved.
Yeah. Dearly beloved, we have gathered here today because yet again am I annoyed with things, and this, as everybody knows, right? I have been trying to extricate at least some parts of the way that I interact and consume content. Extract myself from doing those things and kind of changing them. That means, for example, uploading music directly to my phone as opposed to using other means, right? Got all that stuff going on. I just want to just be like, hey, listen, because it's stressing me out this week. Dear creative people and people who like make art, write, journalize, whatever it is that you do, I need y'all to not make this as hard for me as you are making it. And what do I mean by this? Y'all are over here writing very things, and I would love to hear the things that you have to say, but you decided you wanted to.
Your audio cut out when you said, oh.
Our third has returned. Welcome back.
Hooray.
You are not yet audible.
Boo. Hooray.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Everything just decided to go sideways. I looked past Messenger. It was like 50% usage. And I'm like, that's not right. And I'm like,
That ain't right.
that ain't right. So
That
I did a
ain't
restart hung. And then it was like, you know what? Hard reboot. Klaxon sound. And then while it was rebooting, I had to make a potty break. So yeah, a lot happened. But I'm good.
Sounds like
Yeah,
you
well,
were being very. Sounds like you were very. So,
Yeah.
we've gotten to the part of the show today where I just want to say, dear people who are like doing the writing and doing the things, creative people, please stop posting your stuff on Substack. I want to read it. I am not going to read it on, and you know I'm not going to read it because all of you who are journalizing about these things is people who are very like per your bios and things are left-leaning people ought to know that I am not going to a platform that is just kind of like, so I mean, are kind of Nazis, said that they're kind of Nazis. You can't just you can't just tell people that they can't post on a website or a publishing platform that is not publicly available and that we private, because I mean, I don't know why, but ooh, like, don't be mad at us or whatever. We just can't, like, we can't just like not let people say things because we disagree. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. That is a thing that you like inherently have the right to do because you are not a public service. Like, this isn't like a park or any of those open spaces like that you have to share with other people. You do not have to let people post on here. But since that is the decision that they've made, I need you, the people who are expecting people like me to follow you, to stop posting on platforms that you know, like, support terrible people. Please don't do that. Thank you.
Like,
right?
It's, for me, it's gotten to a point where, like, I was offered to write for General Strike US this week. We were talking, it was a conversation I was having with some folks about corporate and state media.
Mm-hmm.
And how the U.S., like, as much as we want to say, oh no, our media started to turn to state media. Said, no, boo-boo, it already has been, because when the corporations control the state, we were already state media. When they're already trying to form our opinions for us, like, again, I bet you a lot of people didn't know that a whole bunch of European countries are revolting because of the Samud flotilla being attacked in international waters.
Italy and Spain being being the more popular ones, but it's all over.
I mean, and those people have absolutely right to be, because
and I mean,
we're going to go send warships to defend the flotilla, and then until Italy and Spain were like, not maybe don't look, we were here, but no, look, we don't want the smoke on second thought. My bad. We gonna go back. Y'all should think about turning around too. So yeah, fuck Italy, fuck Spain, or at least fuck their governments. Italy was never about that life to begin with, but
I mean, the thing is, as you were saying that, I think I'm trying to remember which country it was from. Someone basically, I understand, like, the government entities and things are one thing, but like people on the ground literally picked up their bike and threw it at the cops. So
I remember seeing that video. I can't remember what country that was.
But yeah, like I'm like, listen, when I'm talking about these countries, I'm talking about like lay people, right? Like like, if I mean they're government figures and all this other, speak about the very specific. But the people over there were just like, absolutely fucking not. And the cops were like getting up in their face and just like, you act like this bike isn't, you know what? And just picked the bike up and threw it at them from an arm, like from like maybe 2 arm lengths away. Like they do care. And I'm here for it.
A little Sphinx comment here. You know, this is not, in fact, the specific smoke we ordered. Y'all be easy.
Yeah, it was like, actually, we were thinking about smoked meat. My bad. Let's go, guys.
Yeah, we thought this was like symbolic. We didn't think y'all was serious about getting to Gaza.
Oh, so y'all going. Well, see, that's a whole new kettle of fish right there. Like, see, y'all should have told us that y'all were going. Oh.
So that was one thing. The other related thing is the same thing for creative people, but on musical platforms. I've already had to step back from a handful of streaming platforms because either A, they have some kind of AI related nonsense going on, and stuff that they like put on their platforms or allow on their platforms and or distribute on their platforms and all this other stuff. Or I do not like the payment model they have for their artist stuff, or some combination of those two things. So I now have like a handful of platforms that I'm like, oh, like Bandcamp, that are just, like do things like tomorrow's like Bandcamp day, where if you go on our platform and you buy music from an artist that you enjoy, that artist gets 100% of whatever that you decide to spend that day or whatever. Really cool things like that. Here's the thing. Stop making your hard to find on people who do music ethically. Right?
I mean,
I am tired of having to go on hunt for.
I would also
I'm tired of
argue
having to
while
hunt for
they may be
Spotify.
doing music ethically, they are not treating their employees ethically. Because remember, Song Trader, the current owners of Bandcamp, fired all their unionized labor.
That is well, at this point, Major, unless do you want to help me source the rest of?
I am
'Cause it's a
willing.
lot.
Look, Kev, you are our captain, oh captain of the high seas.
Because I'm just saying, I have a list, and I am trying to make sure that at the very least, the people who are making the music that I like are getting money from me for the music that they make. So there's that. Now, with that in mind, hey, artists, that I would like you to consider where you were putting these things and put them in places where it is less of a headache for me to just be like, here, let me run you the coins that I would like to run you for the artistry that you put in. Thank you.
Yeah.
But I would, so part of the argument would be, is this something that they easily can control?
To my knowledge.
And also
Unless
given
they
the
have,
fact that they're trying to survive, are they looking at things like Bandcamp versus Spotify? It's the discovery mechanisms in Spotify are better than Bandcamp. I take my chances on Spotify as opposed to getting 100% of the money on a random Friday if somebody knew my album existed.
If it were that, well, I mean, for what they get on that discovery, probably not, but I would say if that was going to be any particular platform of the many that I have some kind of wrinkle with one way or another, that would probably be more of a SoundCloud.
Yeah, I mean, and again, this isn't me defending Spotify, but please, I mean, you know.
Do I though? But continue.
It's a thing where it's I've always I try to look at this from a nuanced perspective where it's all right, yes, the companies are bad, but how are people trying to what are people doing? Or are the things that the people are doing, are they doing it to survive?
Maybe. And mind you, the artists that I'm thinking about or the people that I'm looking up, for fairness here, they're not small. You know what I mean? It's not like these are, hey, these are maybe a handful of people only know them, or this is a group that's only popular in the Midwestern United States and they only perform in fields of corn on the night of a full moon or whatever. I'm looking for some of the people that I'm looking for are people who are currently in the middle of an international just help me find the stuff that you want to make, because I feel like those people probably have a little bit more say so in who they work with and what platforms they post on.
No, that's understood. Yeah.
If you're a five garage band for the last 2 years, you're just trying to be however I can reach y'all, I'm trying to reach y'all. Fair enough.
But yeah, I think too,
I would just have to go about acquiring your music a long way.
I don't know the artists that you're talking about specifically, but I imagine if they're big enough to where they're doing international tours, there may be record labels involved, partnerships involved, whereas they can only exclusively put them in certain places where Bandcamp may not, or Bandcamp may not be the theme, because hey, I don't know, if you could download a track, if one person spends $10 on this album and then has the FLAC files, then who knows where that music will end up and all the money we would lose because of it. I mean, it's the reason why we don't see Assassin's Creed Shadows on itch.io, I guess.
I mean, either that or, MasterCard said you're not allowed to do that. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, so many reasons. So like for me, like, and again, this is me. Like, I understand where you're coming from, but also like I try to look at it from the artist perspective too, and like there may be restrictions because of the capitalist hellscape that we currently live in, which
capitalism.
I am going to see where you are, and I'm going to raise you. The thing that you most typically say about things, which is some of y'all have a little bit more ability to direct things, and I therefore expect you to direct things accordingly.
Understood. Yeah. Again, like I'm just making these blanket statements because I don't know exactly who you're talking about. It's not like you explicitly mentioned that, but I'm looking at it like there are those restrictions. I wish that they did not exist, but it's like to not address those restrictions would I feel like does a disservice. Because like we can demand a lot of people. It's almost like say, hey, we can ask AOC to sit there and call Gaza, what's happening in Gaza, a genocide, but she will also miss that APAC money, to which we can also say, hey, just stop taking APAC money. But again, it's like understanding why people don't do the thing. And some people have, like you said, like I normally say, some people have more agency to not do the thing than others.
Depending.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's just like I try to like keep that just there in the back of our minds when we think about that and talk about that. Again, it sucks, but the thing I always fall on, which should not be an excuse, but it really does sound like it, and it feels like it every time. There's no ethical consumption under capitalism.
That part.
Which I feel is more of an absolution of capitalism, and I hate it.
Well, I mean, it's one of those. I'm not aiming for perfection, but I am making a certain arc of effort. So there's that.
Right.
And I'm like, it's kind of like, hi, I'm trying to extricate, try to do a little bit less when it comes to, for example, hey, I would like to use browsers made by companies that I don't punch in the face. And no tea, but maybe a little bit of shade. And then there's LibreWolf. You know what I mean? You just end up angry at it while trying to log in or whatever. And you're just like, I just please.
Fine, Google, give me all of your Chrome AI. I don't care. I just need to log into a thing.
Now that being said, I still like if my company didn't require it, I would still like refuse to use like a whole bunch of things. But it's that fine line of you can't be 100% ethical no matter what you do after a certain layer of abstraction, right? But
yep.
you want to do the small bits that you can as consistently as possible, and it's kind of like that at some point escapes my ability, and that means I now need to ask other people. I need your part to help me help you. Please do this. And besides, it doesn't get better if you don't ask.
Nope.
Yep.
Well, on that bombshell, it's time for so long. Kev, now that you're back,
Yes.
what you got going on this week?
Well, it is that time of the month where your boy got to go out there in that yard and mow it down, and I am not looking forward to it because I do not like yard work. I don't like it at all. Not one bit.
Make sure you
Cause
mask up because we know how.
Yep. If I basically if I don't, it's that weird thing of like if I put a mask on and I'm pressing, I'm like I'm heaving, and then I end up taking the mask off and then I get sick. If I don't put the mask on, then I get sick. So it's like literally damn you if you do, damn you if you don't. But yeah, I definitely get up on that. I might have to put on full on respirator when I do the yard because it's that bad. Thankfully it's starting to get less hot, so I won't be as hot outside. So that's a little bit of a blessing. So I'll be doing that, and I have me and Munchkin have definitely been having our daddy father time, and this past weekend I was teaching her the finer arts of Uno. And and I was so proud how she ended a hand on the draw 4, and I'm like, you are my child. I've taught you well. I have nothing else to teach you now. So we've been hanging out. Plus I also showed her how I was like, okay, you playing that Mario Kart 8. But let's talk about that Super Mario Kart on the SNES. And shout out to like NSO for allowing me to be able to like put like Super Mario Kart on and have her play it. And it's like, and she was actually really good. I was very proud of her. Her, she don't know about the you gotta slow down on the turns. But she kind of figured it out, and I was very proud of her turns, though. Like, so proud.
At least that went well for you because I tried that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we had the conversation of we need to come to a solution. What if I had my own game console?
Yeah, she was like, yeah. I think that might be a possibility what I might have to do. I don't know about Switch 2 now, but I could definitely be like, mother, we could go half on Switch Lite. Go halvesies. But we were hanging out, and they were doing the whole thing where like people would come up and being like, oh, she's getting big. She's getting bigger. She's gonna get bigger than you one day. I said, if she gets any bigger, she'll be carrying me. It'd be like that thing in like that picture where like Mark Hamill was on the back of Daisy Ridley for Last Jedi, and I'm like, one day. Because it was the whole Yoda meme where it was like, obviously I have to carry you because you carry Yoda, so you're my master, so I gotta carry you. So it's a good chance. Old shriveled up Kev.
Lord.
Yeah. But we've been doing that. So I've been doing that. I have been enjoying a lot of I played a little Final Fantasy Tactics, been enjoying that, and at first I thought I made a lot of early errors, but because I have not played in a long time, I forgot how Final Fantasy Tactics on the PlayStation specifically worked because I'm so familiar with how Tactics Advance did because that was the one that I really leaned into. So I was like, oh no, these people can die. Right. And they are very expensive to replace. So I was like, yeah, I need to do better. I need to do better. Carry those Phoenix Downs. There's
no option
on the story, but not too many of them.
There's no option to turn off permadeath?
Oh no. No.
Boo.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. That's a feature. And I was like, so I have to be real careful about like just throwing my people in like situations, and I had to like kit them out particularly well, because I forgot about that. And then of course definitely do the story. Of course, you know, you can always like lower the difficulty, but I kept it at normal because I was like, I'm not afraid of a challenge. So but yeah, I truly forgot about that. But yeah, it was fun. And I have ordered my 8-bit dough controller, so I am fully divested from the Xbox brand. I still got my I'm gonna move the robot white back to its back to the Series S where it belongs, and then I'm just going to figure out if I want to like pass that on to Munchkin, or do I want to just hang on to it and, you know, or use it for some other purposes, or just, you know, stuff. So I'm thinking about it right now. I'm weighing my options as we speak, because I'm not gonna sell it, because it's a gift and I want to pass it on to some. And if I do not need it, I will pass it on to somebody else, like the Sisterhood of the Traveling Xbox. So if it was passed to me and I will pass it on to somebody, I will definitely pass it on to somebody else. They can get the joy out of it. So yeah, I think that's about it. Yep. Just that was it.
Sin,
Yes.
what you got?
Well, during the time span of this show, first episode of the Arcane Core Gifts of Fear episode, the first episode of that, the prologue, aired today at 8 on
Ooh.
Other Cider Studios. I think there will be an episode a week for a while to come. I think they are going to mostly be at around the same day, so that's fun. Saturday at 3, I'm going to be doing more D&D things as a completely different character on the D&D Jordan Lee channel. So it's tabletop gaming and nerdery season. And Final Fantasy Tactics came out. Doing a copy of that, and I will not be on the show for the year. Well, I take my very sweet time playing Final Fantasy because I'm going to be very not normal. I'm also being entirely.
Am I gonna have to get this game now? So we can all play
I don't
together?
know if you like tactics games. It's not a multiplayer game.
I mean, yeah, I know. I do like tactics games, though. I mean, I'm more of the Fire
But yeah, I think
Emblem variety, but.
Oh, okay. If you like Fire Emblem, then you probably. And also, given a lot of other that you like to talk about, I think you're going to also appreciate this game.
Yeah, because I've definitely have been appreciating it, because it's like I'm hearing I'm hearing lines that I have not heard spoken, and it's like, oh, it's a delight. It's a delight.
I'm also going to be mostly at the house this weekend, working on a handful of art projects and seeing if I can figure out what is going on with my phone. So, yeah, that's it. That's about it, really. Maybe take like a walk down to a cafe and read some of these books I have in the house. Do domestic things.
I know you said
And that's
walk.
about it, really. That's what's going on over here.
I know you said walk, but don't forget we have Nuestro Barrio Liberation Cafe in Durham, North Carolina, which I don't think I'll be at this weekend. Speaking of things that I'm doing this weekend, Kev, provided my AC does not die tomorrow,
Okay.
we shall be finishing It Takes Two tomorrow night.
Good deal.
Oh, on your last session of marriage counsel.
Yes.
Yes.
Look, we've been making progress.
Yeah,
Kev and I, we have been making some progress.
Yeah, we have.
Outside of that, nothing really going on Saturday. I might go do something for myself for Saturday. It depends on how I feel and if I want to leave the house. Also, I may need to look up how much it's going to cost to do said thing. So there's that. Sunday, however, we will be commemorating 2 years since the start of the current genocide on the Palestinian people in Gaza. We'll be in downtown Raleigh. So definitely, if you are in the Raleigh-Durham area, please come out, show your support. As much as we are commemorating what happened, the start of the Israeli genocide of the Palestinian people. Also remembering that history did not start on October 7th. Excuse me, that this has been going on for well over 75 years. And that this is just the latest and most deadly attack that's been happening against the Palestinians. So please come out, show your solidarity, show your support. I know it would mean a lot to the Palestinian, the Arab, and the Muslim community if people show up and show their support. Outside of that, I don't think I have anything immediately coming up, which is great because your boy needs a break. Let's see, I was mentioned before, like, yeah, I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3 on the Steam Deck. They've released their native version of their Steam Deck native version of Baldur's Gate 3. It is not great. It has frozen on me several times. I've lost so much progress to where I am now sitting at my PC to play Baldur's Gate 3, which is a thing I did not want to have to do. Eventually, I'm gonna make good on a promise I've made to Kev, and eventually we'll try and attempt to play Metal Gear Solid Delta. I cannot promise these things because, again, the performance may not be there. Again, that was actually my goal for last weekend, but granted, we got the AC working, but also was out of my house. We had a queer liberation panel Sunday and a film screening of U.S. intervention in Central American and Caribbean affairs and how that affected immigration into the United States now that they are demonizing immigrants coming into the country of a certain ethnicity and nationality or nationalities. But yeah, hopefully it'll be a nice chill weekend up until Sunday, and then gonna go make our voices be heard because that's what we gotta do. We gotta do it. But yeah, that's it. I'm just rambling at this point. Thank you so much, everybody. There's a kid, hey.
Yep, my old lady's here.
Thank you again for celebrating 5 years with us. Again, hoping to keep it going for as long as we can. It's good to be back reporting and talking about the news. I'm trying to think. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I'm not. Thank you again so much, everybody, for tuning in. Of course, if you're listening, if you're watching this show live, you would like to catch any of the archives, definitely go to majors.house/TTT For the audio version, TTT vid for the video playlist on YouTube. If you're listening to any of the archives, you can join us live each and every Thursday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern, over at twitch.tv/Major Linux. Be a part of the community, be a part of the chat. It's so fun. You'll enjoy it. As you can hear, we engage with the chat. It's what we love doing. It's what makes the show fun and exciting, and has us digging into deeper issues. Speaking of digging into deeper issues, Discord, majors.house/Discord is where you can join the Majors House Discord server, where we talk about these articles more in depth there, along with other issues. Because again, look, we may not be an official organization, but again, you should be organizing. Definitely should be organizing in some form or fashion, because again, if they catch you out there alone and slipping, that's it. Ain't nothing anybody can do for you. But if you're out there organizing with some folks, sitting fighting back together as a group, as a team, chances of success and survival are a lot better. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's it. That's it. I'm not forgetting anything, am I? DCanalyst.net. Check it out. MajorRevolutionary.com. Not on Substack. It's on Ghost.
Bless.
Self-hosted Ghost, by the way. I control it. Definitely check that out. MajorLinux.com for all the gaming content, including our Fairs Friday content. Yeah. Thank you everybody so much on behalf of Kev, on behalf of Sid, on behalf of the girl.
Idiosim
partner.
Time.
Huh?
Nice. It didn't clip you at a time.
I had to
block
it. I had to block it.
Yeah, it came through last week too.
I have been your host, Marcus Major Linux Summers, twitch.tv/Major Linux. And of course, all I've got left to say to you wonderful people is no one is going to save us but ourselves. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. And always, I love you. Peace out.
Honda forever.